I'm just kicking shit with the young niggas. Smoking weed, count up that paper while you making wishes. Posted in the trap with all the drug dealers. You get shot for moving funny, don't look too suspicious. This one here for all the young niggas. Who can pick them pistols up and go to war with you? Young niggas gon' be young niggas. Niggas mad they hate my guts, cause I done ran up me some bucks. Let me find out niggas hating, cause I done fuck all of they sluts. Never grind nobody gears, they say I come in with the clutch. I've been drumming for a minute, bitches call me paper cut. Super clean without the cut, I can fuck your silence up. I be on that hustle shit, gang be on that violent stuff. Niggas always talking tough, gotta keep that fire with us. We'll blip you down in traffic if you try to follow us. Gotta lead by example, way too many followers. They keep my name in their mouth, that's why they bitches swallow us. Whole lot of double cups, you can't afford to sit with us. And messing with some rubber tucks, since they say they sick of us. I'm just kicking shit with the young niggas. Smoking weed, count up that paper while you making wishes. Posted in the trap with all the drug dealers. You get shot for moving funny, don't look too suspicious. This one here for all the young niggas. Who can pick them pistols up and go to war with you? Young niggas gon' be young niggas. Fuck the bullshit, get your money really long.
They know I'm pitching on way, got tired of the bills, and I'm dedicated on winning. I pick it up, you niggas know it, I won't even see from the way that I'm living. Pray every day, cause I know when God is forgiving me, even though that I'll be sinning. People around me is my motivation, so ain't gonna stop until I get a ticket. Say you to the rip, I make the one till that cost my man, he getting you gone. It ain't no kizzy, behind it, we have emotion, ASD back to the bone. Steady offended, cause I know when niggas don't like me, shit to go show what I'm on. Say that's your partner, you in it back with that man, some shit that I cannot condone. Fuck is you on?
I'm just kicking shit with the young niggas. Smoking weed out of that paper while you making wishes. Posted in the trap with all the drug dealers. You get shot for moving funny, don't look too suspicious. This one here for all them young niggas. Quick to pick them pistols up and go to war with you. Young niggas gon' be young niggas. Fuck the bullshit, get your money really raw quicker.
I'm the one who gets you wrong when you just hold on. You the type to get the point, and if I do some harm, I miss Bob, I feel like the way he died was wrong. A leg shot, shit I would've traded pizza for him. I'm like God in a different form. Poppy stole from me, I still probably do for him. A lot of niggas claim they should be hot, they should be lukewarm. Nowadays it ain't about who you are, but what you do for him.
You got for me, my nigga.
Shit so disgusting. Feel like these teens ain't doing nothing. Pop a 30 in a ratchet, that bitch get the bus, and every time I hear the door knock, I just get the clutch.
I'm just kicking shit with the young niggas. Smoking weed out of the paper while you making wishes. Posted in the trap with all the drug dealers. You get shot for moving funny, don't look too suspicious. This one here for all them young niggas. Who can pick them pistols up and go to war with you? Young niggas gon' be young niggas. Fuck the bullshit, get your money really raw quicker.
Hi, welcome to Live Table Talk After Dark. It's your girl Diamond.
You got your boy DJ Black Raw.
It's your boy Ash.
It's your girl Tina. And you know we got celebrity stylists here today, Christian Klein.
What's going on?
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing really good.
Somebody's up. Somebody's up.
Oh, you can tell me to say just say everybody down. There you go. All right, so are we gonna go ahead and introduce the alcohol?
Yeah.
Alcohol of the week.
Alcohol of the week is going to be Covington Sweet Potato Vodka. This is made out of Snow Hill, North Carolina. So, I don't know. I'm having one of them days. Like, you know one of them days where nothing just going right for you? Like, I try it again tomorrow.
So is that just the name, sweet potato vodka,
Sweet
or does it taste like?
I think it's sweet potato. It's made from sweet potatoes.
So it tastes
Oh
like sweet potato?
hell,
We never tasted
Does it
it.
taste like Miss Patty sweet potato? Or my mama sweet potato?
Right, there's definitely a difference. Listen,
A
if
lot
the
of
sweet
sugar.
potato pie is too bright, it ain't right. Ain't enough brown sugar.
Lord have mercy.
Right.
Where the shot? We got a shot pour or no?
Yeah, it's right there. Christian got poured.
He
He
got
just
to
poured into that and then pours it into all of them.
Look at this thing, y'all. This is so like futuristic.
Bro.
I thought she was gonna really have me up here and pour the shot. Show is totally over. Mr. Klein has messed the rotation up.
If he could open the lid.
Bro, I told you today's one of them days.
See, that's that homegrown sweet potato.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You got some umbrellas over here and stuff. You want to make your drink pretty.
Oh.
And it's an ice bucket right here.
And we all just take a shot, so we're going to try this Covington. If you in the ABC store, the North Carolina section,
So
check out the Covington.
Directly in the middle, yeah.
I don't know how much y'all
I'll
shot.
fill it all the way up.
Don't give baby shots.
You know what? Don't start.
You give me your baby.
That looks
That's
good.
it, right. We don't know what this about to taste like.
Well, I'm gonna get the small one.
It's like
I
mint.
know.
Something smells like
It
mint.
smells like
What it smell like?
Something smells like mint to me.
Look, he gonna take a little light shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pass it around.
If you can barely.
I sure know.
Get
Look at the little shots. Christian poured these little shots,
The
y'all.
baby joints.
Yeah.
Give a sample
Can you
shot.
give me one?
Nah, because the ones on this end, they
They
are
put a little
like
more
they
huskier.
Give me
thick
the little.
like me.
Too hard. Right?
All right.
I can't even see it.
Uh,
Oh no, you know what I did last time?
What you do?
I used to go. Look in the middle of that. Here. Cause, did you want some ice or anything?
yes, I'm definitely.
All right, let's take our shots first when we make our drinks, y'all.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Okay, yeah.
We toasted to
We
what?
scared, right? We scared. We scared.
Calvin about to leave Drabinsky. Be
Right.
scared.
All right.
Whatever.
All right.
First shot.
Christian Klein.
Oh.
All right, hold on.
Okay, it don't taste like that.
I gotta look at your
I
face.
You know what? It's kind of cold.
I was
It
bracing
is
for
cold.
it, but it actually don't really have too much of a.
It's strong,
Yeah,
but it's kind of cold.
I can get jiggy with this.
I don't even think it's strong. You think it's strong?
Yeah,
I don't know jiggy, but
I can do this one.
It's not just
Yeah, I
got
really could.
slow gin.
Okay, let's get some drinks.
That's that Uncle P drink right there. That's that Uncle P.
All right, so the Black Business of the Week, of course, is going to be Christian Klein. Tell people where to find you to get their hair done and contact you.
Well, of course, I am located in High Point, North Carolina, of 2100 North Main Street. I am located inside of the brand new Beauty World, Sweet B, and you can come there and get Soleil all day. You can also book online at my website at www.christiankleinllc.com, and that's where you can find me.
All right,
That's where you
Christian.
can find them.
All right.
All right, so the Facebook post of the week, of course, is going to be that funny post that everybody was commenting on, where the lady basically slept with the CEO so her husband can get the job. They paid $30,000 a year, and everybody was saying they would leave. All the guys were saying how they would leave her. I'm like, just like she got you that job, she can spin the block and make you lose it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely can.
What
I don't know. I don't feel like I would leave because I mean, shoot. I mean, you helped me out, so I mean,
would you cheat that?
was it cheating though?
Yeah, she slept.
She
with him.
slept with
Yeah,
him.
but she did it for the benefit of her family. That's
She
how I
did
feel.
it for the.
She
She
did.
did it for the benefit of her
Y'all
family.
gotta read the entire post.
No, we
I'm trying to
did.
think
So
So hold on, run it back for me, so I
You
can-
read the entire
Okay.
post, how it goes.
yeah,
I
we
gotta
did.
find it.
No, I'm sorry, we got time. But, like, I mean, from our perspective, she cheated for the family.
Basically, this woman.
She took one for the team, basically.
Yeah, she
Right,
did.
that's what I'm saying.
She
You got,
had
that's why I want y'all to
to
read the
read it.
entire. I'll read it. All right. A man has been unemployed and broke for over 5 years after graduation. Then all of a sudden, he gets a job where one of his good friends is the vice president. They pay him $30,000 a month with a company house, car, and other incentives. His woman sits him down after he has been made permanent at the job, and she tells him she had to sleep with the friend so that he could secure that job. She also explains to him that she did it out of love. What should he do?
Continue.
Continue his job.
Right.
Shoot.
Mind his
30K a
fucking
I
month?
don't know nothing.
But she
Right.
didn't have to
She
tell
said-
him.
Right,
She
she
didn't.
didn't.
She
She
did not have to
didn't
tell
have
him,
to, but
so-
she did. And that's another thing. We don't have to tell y'all what we be doing, but we do.
Oh, hold on.
We
You
nah.
said-
I said
Every
we
time
do.
I-
Cause I just had a conversation
man
with
told you
somebody.
that, you be like, oh,
Yeah, I probably would.
Yeah, I think it comes
I
down to
probably
pride.
would, but no, but sometimes that's the truth. I don't have to tell you
Ain't too much
shit.
fun?
But I do.
I feel like people now they get cheated on for nothing. So
They are.
I mean, he making 30-something K now. So
A month.
and they married, so you know we just don't have to.
Some people don't even make $1,000 a month.
Right.
So I mean, she took one for the team. It was
She
a good,
did. It was a
take
good.
one for the
Right. It was.
team.
So y'all not
Come up.
leaving.
I ain't leaving.
No, I mean, listen,
I'm
she
like-
wasn't a virgin
I'm
when I
like,
met
take
her.
one for the team again. Make sure you give me a Billy this time. Please. I need a
30K,
job.
but 30K a month, like,
You already got me the job. You
Your
can give me
pussy
some
can
more
get me
stuff.
$30,000 a month.
You think I'm
What
getting rid of
else
you?
can you do?
Right. I'm about to get rid of you.
Nah. Let's push it to the limit.
Push it to the limit. That's the
Right.
Right. What else can you do?
Okay.
I'm really about to pimp your ass.
Right. Exactly.
All right, guys. Y'all know what time it is.
almost fun to kill. Oh, year.
Millennial news.
Okay,
This
today's
millennial
hot topic.
Okay, so today, guys, it is Millennial News Hot Topics time. What's going on? So on our Millennial News segment today on Live Table Talk After Dark, we are going to talk about a few things. The first thing is going to be everyone's thoughts on Kanye West dressing his new girlfriend like Kim K.
Now,
I'm
I
here
think,
for it. I'm looking here
hold
for
the
it.
hell up. I ain't here for that. I am not.
It is what it is.
I mean, but the
He
girl,
made
the
Kim
girl,
Kardashian.
he did. So what he did with
But
Kim
Kim already
Kardashian,
dressing
nah,
nice.
he took her whole wardrobe,
He
threw
threw
her
all her
stuff
stuff
away,
away.
and made a whole new wardrobe.
Now, hold on. Now I will give it to Kim. Kim was dressing.
She was.
But
He stepped it up.
He sharpened her. He sharpened her.
Right.
He definitely sharpened
He done
her.
sharpened
He did.
himself.
Because she was dressing, but she wasn't on that level yet.
She wasn't. She wasn't. She had a lot of name
It's
brand,
different.
but trying to match it together. But
'Cause you know-
Kanye give me
did.
Mexican working on the farm clothes.
But you know, he don't dress like American, like high fashion. He don't dress like that.
I don't even care about the hot fashion.
He dressed
You can
like
put some
bummy
cheap
fashion.
shit on and it look good.
Right.
He just looks a hot mess to me, personally.
He-
Some things do be looking nice, but majority of the time he looks
But
like
Kim
Adam
looks good.
Sandler.
But Kim looks
Oh
good.
my God.
my thing with this new chick, she said what she said. She said it felt like a Cinderella moment. That was something big for her, and I'm like,
They just met.
But it,
they
it
just
don't-
right.
for
They
some,
just
I don't know about y'all, but for some strange reason, it does not feel authentic.
Authentic.
yeah, it
Real.
doesn't.
And feel like publicists are working overtime
Mhm.
to make him not look crazy in front of Kim.
Right,
Because when it looked like he was out with his daughter,
Mhm.
and he was basically had dressed her,
Pretty much.
and it was like, let's go out to the movies. Because
Yep.
baby girl was not giving Kim K at all.
At all.
She was.
She
That's
even
hard
tried
to
to
do.
do the. She even did that. She was just looking like.
Now her wardrobe looks like Kim K, but you can't say
It
it's Kim
does.
K because Kanye the one who.
And I'm gonna say it's
I mean,
hard
but
to
that's
do. That's hard to
it's
do.
Kim K's now because she wore it and she wore it.
I don't think so. I feel like he had her out there looking like Aristocats. She really looked like.
With the eyes.
Yeah, she looked like
Oh yeah, I
Aristocats.
remember the.
I was like, are they going to a costume?
Aristocrat, y'all.
They going to a costume party or what? And she was just happy in the moment.
Not every outfit.
Every.
Not every. I mean, she did look like costume-ish with the long boot and the glove. She did look costume.
She was
Now the
very
new
much-
chick got the glove and the
I kind
long.
of like the shoes. I
She
love the
was-
shoes.
I do too.
She was giving me, Mom, you thank you for letting me go to the party.
Ooh, Jay.
What?
Oh no, wait a minute, I gotta do sound effect for that.
Why is it spicy?
But yeah, so I don't know. I don't.
Did you like it? Did you like the fashion part?
I'm Kim K.
I like Kim K fashion. I haven't really paid attention to this new
It's
girl.
Kim K fashion though.
It's Kanye West fashion.
But I always liked the way Kim pulled herself together.
Right.
Thank you.
It was like Not
Man,
slutty.
I don't know. I don't know.
But
Cause Kanye talking about his
classy.
music.
And still sexy.
Exactly.
Kanye talking about his music, how he dresses Kim. So I don't know. That's just what he does. He
I
dresses.
feel like
He dresses Amber.
anybody he date is going to look like that.
Right. He talk about how he
He
dressed
probably
Kim.
threw all her clothes away
No,
too.
so she did say, the girl did say, he got rid of some of the clothes, not all of the clothes. But the second day they met, he took her shopping. Bitch, I would go shopping, take me shopping.
And that's the reason why I think him
Balenciaga.
and Amber Rose didn't work. Because Amber Rose from Philly, and she said, "You're not dressing
She
me."
said,
Yeah.
not at all.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what
give me the money.
Kanye do. Kanye dressed up his women.
She probably
Yeah.
should have let him dress. I would have let him dress me.
But that's more, I feel like Kanye West is more so a control freak. Like, he's very controlling with his women.
I think he's very, what's the word?
Narcissist.
Not
Meticulous.
Thank you.
I have my
Say it
opinion.
again.
Meticulous.
Meticulous.
Allegedly.
Like, you know how somebody is
Like
just
somebody
like
like with OCD.
structured.
Mm.
What was that? The lady with no wire hangers, like her. No wire hanger. Like you just have to be a certain type of
Meticulous,
way.
Is that Mama Dear?
Mommy
Mama
dears, yeah, like a certain type of
Mama
way.
Dearest, yeah, Mommy's
I
there.
was thinking more like Sister Girl.
Sister girl.
Like he gives me very much Sister Girl. He gives me very much Sister Girl. Like, let me dress you, girl.
I'm dead.
Allegedly.
He loved that little slick back she be doing.
Okay, you gotta hit him with that.
Allegedly.
Kanye, if you watching, you see my
You
slip
might-
back.
You might be like Cardi B.
Child,
We ain't got
don't do a Cardi B with me.
We
Allegedly.
ain't got nothing.
Child, she tight right now.
All right, the next topic is Shamar's sex tape.
Oh, Lord.
Let me tell you, I was fucking pissed when I clicked that link, and I wish I had a picture of him so I could show you how exactly I was. But I clicked the link. This is his head, so this is I clicked the link. I was thinking Shamar Moore. Ooh, that's
Thank
a
you.
fine
I'm
head.
like,
Everybody's saying
what's
that.
And when his little head popped up like this, I said, "Oh
Hell no.
I was mad
Lord
as
knows
shit.
if that was Shamar.
If I watched it,
More.
I would watch everything.
I thought it was Shamar Moore too. I'm like, I'm getting excited. I don't put the girls underneath the dryer. I'm not even there.
You trying to turn it on to watch.
And then I seen that faux hawk.
No, I see the
he said he got
Oh,
options,
he said
baby.
faux hawk. Oh my
I see
God.
that. I see them in that mouth open like. He came out like this. His mouth was like.
No drug.
I was like, no.
But I will tell you one thing, that back was straight that day.
It was.
What back? When he said that man said throw that ass back. He lifted his leg and went
He
forward.
back. When he smacked him, he smacked that
That
man
back-
hard.
That back was straight. It was an S in sight.
Oh my god.
It was an S in
I
sight.
am grossed out.
We was all gross.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I gotta do better. If Shamar got a sex tape, baby, we got to do better.
We gotta do better in
Yeah, for
2022.
And trending.
And trending. All right. So another funny topic, and then I'm gonna get into something a little serious. The woman taking her brother's funeral. So basically, me and Calvin watched this recently. Basically, what happened was the lady's brother's funeral was like a certain amount, $15,000 or whatever, and she had already got the $15,000. Then her sister gave $6,000 late. And basically, she took the $6,000 and got a BBL and cremated her brother.
Oh.
So the sister took the other sister to court because she wanted the $6,000 back because she knew her sister got the BBL with the $6,000. Now this is the funny part: the sister's BBL cost $14,000, but what she did was put it on a credit card. So she made the funeral be a cremation. So because it was cremation, it's way cheaper than $15,000.
Right.
So she put it on the credit card and brought that to court, making it seem like she paid with a credit card. But the judge, which was Steve Harvey, which made it even more funnier, which what made it even more funny, the judge was just like, "Ma'am, I'm not retarded. You paid with it with a credit card, and then you went and made the payment after you got the money for the funeral. So therefore, you do owe your sister this money."
And that's the way I see it. Now, Steve Harvey be up like, yo, bro, why is this man a judge? He's not really a real judge, but
So the sister was giving off the money to
For the funeral, and she got a cremation and got a BBL. The other sister.
That's weird.
Well,
What, Tina?
I mean, no, I'm not saying well get a BBL, but I'm like, you didn't
Go ahead, just tell the truth. true because you know you thinking the same way I'm thinking.
What you thinking?
I'm like, he already gone.
Yeah.
I mean,
I gotta live in this
let's not
body.
be selfish, y'all. Let's not be selfish.
You gotta take your siblings' burial money and go get
That's
a
not my.
BBL.
That's not. He's gone. I wouldn't say I'll go get a BBL. I'm not saying that. But what I said was, he's already gone. What we gonna do with his body?
I mean,
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Right.
Do they still have?
She was supposed to
They
have an
cremated him.
actual funeral, but she cremated him and paid for
She
the
had a
BBL.
viewing, I'm sure.
I feel like she.
But the family that came and paid for it, because not just did the sister pay, but the family paid. They came and thought they were gonna see a body in a casket. They seen a vase and they were sitting there waiting for the body.
Wait,
to
come
come
on,
in.
hold on.
Right? Don't they do?
Yeah, they do
They had a service.
viewing.
They had a service.
But she saw a vase. It wasn't a service.
What?
Oh, now she wrong
Oh,
for that. 'Cause she should at least let her put him in a box and then
Oh,
you know, let a little bit of
shit.
plastic
She
flowers.
didn't take no time.
No,
She fucking.
she lit him up.
Oh.
She got the BBL 3 days after the funeral.
Oh.
Yeah, the funeral was on the 10th. She got the BBL
You
on
have
the 13th.
consultations and everything.
She had the consultations
Oh,
already,
shit.
and she paid with it with a credit card. And she was like, "Well, I guess she in her mind she was like, oh, this is the perfect time. I can take this money that I use on a credit
Okay,
card
so what, did
and
he
use
just
the money
die?
for the funeral."
Did he die unexpectedly?
Yeah, unexpectedly. But she had used her credit card for it. But I guess because the funeral happened, she was like, "Oh, I can take this money instead of having a funeral and pay off my credit card."
She's a smart cookie though.
What? She thought
I mean, you gotta give
logically.
her. She's a smart cookie. She fast
She
with it.
said she wanted to get her. She already had it planned to get her BBL because it doesn't
She
take.
already had it scheduled,
Yeah, she had
booked.
that already before he died. Obviously.
So the question is, are they really mad that she took that money, or are they really mad when sister came through that door
looking fierce.
with that body?
She
That's
didn't
a
like
trash
question.
it didn't even look that great.
Oh, well, no.
Maybe it was fake,
No.
y'all. Maybe this was fake because it's Steve Harvey.
I mean, it could have been, but that shit
They
was
could have had a better model in the
right,
BBL.
because that wasn't no ass I'd have paid for.
I don't know.
But
because-
she did say she was like, this money didn't go to the BBL, it went to the lipo and some other shit.
She broke it down.
When she had all that done and it didn't look good,
She looked basic.
she must have been shaped like a potato.
Right. All right. So the next thing we're gonna talk about really quick is the Emmett Till movie. I think that's really dope that they're making a
You're an
movie.
asshole.
Hey, you know what's crazy though?
Video.
When I saw the preview that was coming out, I was so skeptical and sketchy to watch it at first because like, every time they bring back something from the past and they make a movie of it, the first movie is always
Trash.
Yeah.
So it's like, but it was. I ain't gonna lie, it was really good.
What, you watched it?
Yeah, the Emmett Till.
I haven't
I haven't
watched
seen it
it.
yet
Where
either.
you
Oh my
watched it
God.
at?
I love watching movies like that.
I really watch it
It's
because
on. It's on ABC.
It's a bunch of-
It's on.
I've seen what I've seen on the internet made me not want to watch it.
Really? What'd you see?
The
Because-
Ace and stuff?
Yeah,
I don't want to watch
They
that.
didn't really teach too much of that in school, so you know what I'm saying. The really like now, I feel like at my age now, I'm really
It's
grasping
that story.
what happened.
That story, and
Yeah.
come to find out, the whole thing,
Really
it wasn't really from. To me, and from what I got from it, it wasn't the woman who pretty much lied and all that stuff. So it all started because the little kid, the black little kid, was jealous of him because he wasn't from that area. He was from Chicago, and they was pretty much telling him, "Oh, go in there and talk to that white woman. Go ask her out on a date. I bet you won't ask her on a date." But it was like he didn't know anybody.
I'm sorry, I don't know if they flipped that shit to make it be like that. But
They
that sounds
probably
like some
did.
bullshit to me. That
They
sounds like some
probably
bullshit
did.
to me, bro.
But I'm telling you that shit.
That's like the history books.
They said,
I'm gonna put it to
blame
you.
it on the black
Let me
kid.
finish.
Right.
Let me finish because I'm from the country and where I'm from, people used to hate on when I moved up here when I was in 3rd grade. When I moved back to my hometown, it's nobody have shit. So it's like when you go when you actually let's say you build yourself up or whatever, you go back home and it's not really shit. They gonna be looking at you like, okay, what, like you know what I'm saying, like.
I feel you, but I feel like that shit is a scapegoat, bro. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know the full story for it. I didn't know it came down to
It's
that.
probably not the real story, but I can when I was watching it, I could remember.
Because I didn't watch it.
We can relate because it's stuff like that really do happen
Right.
in the South.
Facts.
That really do happen.
I didn't watch it, but like, I mean, Lovecraft Country, they kind of covered a little bit of it. Not really, but like, in so many words, they did it. And of course, the story's been told a million times over already. And I just haven't had a chance to watch it, but I just don't like it. Now I really don't want to watch it because I don't like that at all. Like I feel like it happened for a reason. Didn't no black kids kill him. You see what I'm trying to say? Some white motherfuckers hung him and shit.
One thing that did make me mad though, they tried to make it seem like the white woman was kind of low key, a little bit sympathetic, but she didn't come out until a couple years ago.
Until she died. Until her deathbed, right?
So it's like how she
same thing about Marley shit.
No, matter of fact, no, she's not on her deathbed because she's not dead. She lives in North Carolina.
Oh, well, she said it. She said
it. So they found her Facebook.
She was dead.
They found her Facebook.
She lives in North Carolina.
Oh wow.
Because everybody started going on her Facebook.
North Carolina, you better find her.
No, I'll find that bitch.
We did not say this.
We did. Ain't no disclaimer.
She was not on that place.
We ain't say it. Look, what that girl doing that show? Calvin chose violence.
No, it's all in that shit. Fuck her.
Alright. Last thing, and you was talking about it too. The Tasha K and Cardi B lawsuit. Go ahead, Ishman.
Okay, so Tasha K and Cardi B pretty much. Yeah, the story pretty much is Cardi B felt a type of way about Tasha K coming out, and she was interviewing a lot of Cardi's supposed alleged like older roommates, stripper friends, and all this type of stuff in the third. It was a rumor that she allegedly had herpes and other stuff. Cardi went on the stand, was, you know, crying, saying pretty much, you know, she couldn't fuck her man. It was defamation of character. You know, she got kids and all this and the third. And they pretty much awarded her $1.25 million plus $250.
Was this the one that was saying that Cardi B was like raping the guys that she was stripping for?
Oh, you remember that too.
Cardi B.
Cardi
the one who said that.
Yeah,
she told on herself.
She used to do that.
Well, it was past 7 years.
But pretty much, yeah.
Well, that's the end of the millennial news segment.
We even talking.
You say shit about it. Well, we mentioned it.
Anyway.
Time to get in this interview.
Yay.
We need an interview music though.
You gotta keep the Law and Order joint.
Alright. So, Christian, tell us about yourself.
Where did I start? Okay, so I was born and raised in Deptford, New Jersey. I'm also a twin.
Oh, Lord. 3 twins at one table.
I'm not gonna tell y'all my age, but you know I am seasoned.
Sex.
I'm a Virgo.
4 Virgos at the table.
I'm a Leo.
And a half.
You are an enemy.
Yeah, all the
A
way.
Leo is an enemy.
I'm not.
Oh. I don't know what else you want to know. What you want to know about me?
I mean, just a little basics
You know,
before we get to the
rundown.
question, a little rundown.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. I'm such a Virgo. I hate doing stuff like this.
Christian hates the podcast.
But I started doing hair back in. All right, that's a lot. When I was in school, high school, I was very indecisive. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I actually went to college, Delaware State. I went to school for accounting and business.
Okay.
I got bored with that, and then I switched over to culinary arts. I went to the Art Institute of Philadelphia.
Oh.
I graduated as a pastry chef.
Okay.
I worked as a cake decorator for like 4 years. I did all types of elaborate cakes, birthday cakes, wedding cakes. I did it all. I kind of, while I was in college, I was still doing hair. Let me tell you something, I'm a hustler. I'm a Virgo to my heart. I'm a hustler. The whole time I was in college, I was doing hair. I turned my dorm into a salon. I was making money the whole time. One thing about me, I know how to make money. So, I had a passion in doing hair, but at that time, I wouldn't say, because I was out. I ain't going to go down that road. But that's a whole other segment. But y'all wait till the book and drop for that one. But at that time, like guys doing hair wasn't really like a big thing. So like if you did hair, it was kind of like your cousin knew you did your cousin hair, and your cousin told her friend that my cousin did my hair.
Right.
It wasn't like oh, he do hair. It wasn't like really that big of a thing.
Yeah.
So when I was up north, I was doing hair. I was called I was a kitchen beautician. I traveled.
Kitchen beautician?
Yes, I traveled to people's houses and set up in the kitchen and did hair.
Okay.
Period.
That's exactly what I did. That was my hustle. With me doing that, I kind of I thought I had a passion for it. Well, a lot of people in my family do hair, so it's it's in our bloodline.
Okay.
So for me, I always had that gift, but I guess I was scared to zone in on it because it wasn't like the cliche thing to do hair as a guy.
Right.
So I was like I won't say scared, but kind of timid.
So what made you actually start doing hair?
So what actually made me start doing hair was, at the time I was working for Capital One, and I decided that I wanted to uproot and just move and pursue hair. But I knew with me doing it in my hometown, because my hometown, they supported me as doing hair, but I felt like they didn't take me as serious as I wanted them to. So I knew that if I uprooted and changed my area, I knew I could start off clean and set the tone for me. So me moving to North Carolina was basically setting the bar and setting the tone for Christian Klein.
Right.
And when I moved here, I took it serious. I took everything about my business serious. I took hair, educating myself, zoning in my craft, perfecting my craft, and making a name for myself. When I moved down here, no one knew me. No one knew me. I was a newbie. No one knew me. I was working. I'm talking about the humbling experience about this.
Wait, so you never went to school for it? That was just a hobby and you just pursued it?
Yeah, I never went to school for it.
Okay. You never went to school?
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
I was a kitchen beautician. When I moved to North Carolina, I started working for the Family Dollar. Now, mind you, the lowest job I have ever had was making $20 an hour. When I moved to North Carolina, I was making $7 an hour. So that was like a very humbling experience.
Yeah.
And it was like, that was like kind of like, I don't want to say my lowest point, but that was a low point for me because I was so accustomed to a certain lifestyle. So I knew right then and there, I was like, this is not what I moved down here for.
Right.
I moved down here to take my business serious. So I went and enrolled myself in cosmetology school.
Okay.
So with me enrolling myself in cosmetology school, I already had that experience of doing hair because I was a kitchen beautician. That's why I go back to say, like, hairdressers are born, they're not taught.
I believe that.
So did somebody get you into it, or how? Like, what just got up one day and was like, "Fuck, I'm just gonna do hair"?
God. I said that one.
Okay.
And everything, every decision I make is through him.
Okay.
Yes.
Like I talk to him first, and then if it's something that he want me to do, the doors are open.
Right.
And that's what I did. And I went to school. I didn't play around. I graduated on top of my class, and I got out of there But the thing about it is, when I was in school, that's why I knew it was ordained for me to do what I'm doing now.
Right.
Because when I went to school, my instructor, Miss Burris, I love her down. She was actually one of the. She was really good friends with Nicki Minaj's hairdresser, Terrence Davidson.
Okay.
And she used to travel a lot with him. And she seen my skills while I was in hair school, and she was like, Christian, you're going to really be somebody really big.
Right.
And I was like, she's talking.
Yeah.
And she would just push me the whole time I was in hair school, push me. And she was like, you know what, I'm going to take you underneath my wing. And she did something that I would not believe no one would ever do. She actually took me to go meet Terrence.
Nice.
In Atlanta to go on tour. At the time, he was doing Nicki Minaj's hair.
Right. Wow.
Now, I'm sitting there, fresh in hair school, sitting underneath of someone doing the biggest rapper, female rapper at that time. And that was really big to me. And with him meeting me, he seen the same thing she seen. And he basically took me underneath his wing.
Right.
Nice.
And with him taking me underneath his wings, he taught me the game. He taught me the industry, the good and the bad. Because a lot of people won't tell you the good, they always want to tell you the bad. I mean, they won't tell you the bad, they won't tell you the good.
Right.
So, he schooled me a lot. And to this day, he's one of my biggest mentors in this industry. He opened up a lot of doors for me.
Right.
And it wasn't all good because he humbled me. You know, like, you need to tighten up. You need to sharpen your skills. you're not ready.
Right.
You're not ready.
So you want to disclose the alumni was like Empire? Where'd you go to school?
Oh, I went to Health and Style Institute.
Okay.
It was located in High Point. Now it's located by the Four Seasons Mall.
Okay.
The fact that you had you had a mentor, or you still have that same mentor, that's really good. Because in this industry, you know how it is. It's hard.
So
Very
get up.
hard.
Sometimes when you get on the level of the mentor, they be ready to let you go because they like, you're not about to overstep me. So the fact that he ain't even come at you like that.
Period is cutthroat.
Yes, it is. But you know one thing about him is he really wants. He really shares his experience and he really takes people on different ways to build them so they could be really good in the industry.
Right. And
he did that with me. Like most people, I know a lot of celebrity hairdressers, and they won't even give you the time. Like they look at you like you the lowest thing on the ground.
I remember I told you when we first started cutting my hair. I told you when I graduated barber school, a guy that was working for Paul Mitchell came in to the barber school. Remember I told you, I asked him, it was the day of my graduation, I was like, do you have any encouraging words for me? And he looked at me and told me, yeah, I have a couple, I can say a couple of things.
Mm-hmm. And didn't say anything else?
It was this quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the last time I said I would never ask anybody, anything I want to do, I'm going to take a class for it.
You do hair too?
I'm a barber.
I know, but I'm saying, do you braid?
Nah.
Okay. Some barbers do it, so
but you know, and that's why I always made it that me, you know, whatever level that I get in this industry, I will always be humble.
Right.
I will always be I'm very consistent. My demeanor, how I am with you, is how I'm with everyone. You know, I'm always consistent. Consistency is key in this industry. You know, if you see me in a supermarket, I'm going to still be that bubbly, smiling person. You see me in the salon, I'm going to be that same person. You see me on TV, I'm going to be that same person. I'm very consistent. I always told myself I would never change who I am because of where I'm at. I will never do that.
That's really dope because, like, even just on our platform, we've had people come in that are, like, known people and, like, they come in with, like, a shitty attitude or, like, be stuck up or, like, they walking, they above everybody. They above this. And it's just like, but then why'd you come?
Right. That part. Right. I guess because at any moment, I always realize any moment I could be back at square one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So at any moment, any one of us can be back at square one.
Yeah. Exactly.
So that humbling attitude, it always got to be like. So that's why when people a lot of people when I speak to them, it's so funny. They're like, "Oh, you talk to me," and I'm like, "Well, why would you not think I would not talk to you?"
No, honestly, when you walked through the door and you gave us hugs,
I was shocked.
When you gave us hugs, we was like,
we thought you was gonna come in and be like,
let me give you a little secret. I followed you from when I was younger, and I had messaged you like years ago. I said I had a dream about you. I said, oh my gosh, God just showed me you about to be in front of a whole bunch of people. And then a little bit afterwards, you had got some type of award. You had did someone's famous hair. This was years ago. It wasn't Keisha. It was one of them. You had done somebody famous hair. Somebody gave you an award some years ago. I had messaged you, and I was like, oh my God. This was years ago, though. And it's funny because I'm seeing you in person now. Because I used to be like, I honestly was. Because I used to always want to do hair and everything. Because I used to do hair, like my friends, everybody hair. So it was like, I used to look at all your work. I used to be like, oh my God.
So you was like starstruck right now.
Yeah, I was. And he gave me a hug. I was like, oh.
I've been waiting so long.
No, he's not washing his shirt. The funny thing is, a lot of people be starstruck. A lot of people be starstruck over like famous, like Nicki Minaj. That's not somebody I'm excited about.
Yeah, because somebody really care about. You really follow the craft, which is dope.
I gotta come.
Right, that's dope. That's dope. That's fucked up though. I gotta come. You want to
I was in the gut.
You're terrible, Tina.
I like to tell people this, it's anything that you set your goals to, you can achieve them, but you gotta put in that work.
Yeah,
you gotta put in that work. If you don't put in that work, you know what I'm saying, you can't expect 100% if you only put in that 50%.
Right.
Like I tell people say, you work so much, and I said, because the reason why I work so much is because I have goals that I want to meet. and I'm not nowhere near where I want to be in my career and my goals. So I'm always, like I said, I'm always learning. I'm always learning from people. When you're able to learn, you're able to grow.
Right.
And when you're able to grow, you can elevate.
Right.
So with that being said, that's why I'm always going to be learning from the different people, and I talk to everybody. But I guess I was like, sometimes maybe I might have that demeanor that I'm mean, but I'm not mean. I'm just a serious Virgo. When it comes to business, I'm just serious, but I'm not a mean person. Anybody can tell you I'm a goofball, really.
Right.
Really a goofball. Because I mess with him on the regular. Like, what you going to say now?
So one of my questions is, what is a signature style that you do or did do that really caught people? Even back to when you was a kitchen stylist, where everybody was like, "Oh, you gotta go to him," because you know it's that stylist that can do.
Well,
like
that's kind of hard because like when I started, the hair game has changed completely now. So, but I can start off when I was a kitchen beautician.
Yeah.
Was that back when micro braids and
micro 27?
You remember the little pump? The little
I used to have those.
Everybody had that.
We had a little slide and a little.
That's kind of funny though. It's like a pun. You was fixing kitchens in the kitchen.
Huh?
That sounds like a pun. You was fixing kitchens in the kitchen.
Oh. Okay, rapper.
But back when I was in the kitchen, you know,
fixing kitchens.
The 27 piece was really big.
Mm-hmm.
The short hair, tear hair, quick weaves. That was really big.
Yeah.
So I came in that era when you had to know how to cut and you had to know how to roll curl. Mm-hmm. So if you didn't know how to do that, or you have a stove iron at your like a Marcel's, if you didn't have that, then you couldn't do hair.
I thought about the burns that I've gotten in the stove iron.
You just scarred.
Yes.
No, my mama used to like an actual real iron because my hair used to be real long. She used to put me on a bed and iron my hair with an iron. Because nobody wanted to do my hair was real long, like that's my butt, and nobody wanted to do my hair. She used to iron my hair, literally iron. She'll do this with the little hot comb, but everything else she used to iron my damn hair.
Slavery.
It was slavery. It was.
Right.
Last time I seen it was on The Simpsons.
She ironed my hair with an iron.
But fast forward now, my signature. Well, what people know me for is my lace install.
Yes, them things be laid.
That's what everyone knows me for now.
What lace?
Right, that's what I was say. What
Lace.
lace? Did you, what struggles have you dealt with being in the LGBTQ community world and doing hair?
So as far as like the LGBT community, what struggles I go through, I would say as far as like, it's very competitive in that community. I feel like sometimes I get prejudged before people can meet me.
By the people in the community or people outside the community?
Like people in the community.
Both. Okay.
I feel like sometimes because I am a work. Put it like this: I'm very structured as far as like work ethics and stuff like that. So like me, I'm not a real big club person. When I do go out, it's because someone has invited me to come out. But I'm not like a person that goes to the club every week. Or something that if you see me in the club, you know it has to be something really big or something special for me to come out. I don't know how to say this, but I don't do drugs. So I'm too powder, none of that.
That's right.
So it's like
you seem like a bunch of crackers or some shit.
We are every now and then.
Like you look at it like we ain't about to judge you.
I'm just saying, like in the community, I feel like sometimes when you are like structured and you take your business seriously, sometimes it can come off as arrogant, as bougie, or like, cause I've heard people say, "Oh, he's bougie," or "He's arrogant," or "He thinks he's better than everybody else." And I'm like, how can you think that if you never even talked to me?
Right, because I got goals and standards, and I live my way like a certain way. That's stupid.
I just take I feel like a lot of people get the business me, because it's different sides. It's Christian, it's Mr. Klein, and then there's Devo.
Who?
Devo. The male version of a female.
Okay.
Devo.
He look at the eyes. He
You get them at photo shoots time. You get that one at photo shoots. But Mr. Klein is he's the business guy. So he takes care of business, contracts, everything. He's really straightforward. He gets work done, business done, money good, everything.
Okay.
And then there's Christian. That's who you get in today, Christian. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very homebody, family oriented. I love to cook. I feed my family. I love my family. I love my mom. I love my dad. I love, you know what I mean? I'm a very family oriented person. So I feel
and then Devontae comes out with?
And then Devo.
Oh, Devo, sorry.
Devo.
Where did Devontae come from?
Devo and Devontae is the same nigga to me. Sorry, goddamn.
Devo comes out when he's been pushed to the limit. It's very hard to get a Virgo man, but when you do get a man, you know.
Virgos are very sarcastic.
And no, stay away from
and they're very witty.
Virgos are the best.
Stay away from them.
Because we.
Are you in September or August?
September.
Oh, what's your birthday?
You always out the
21st.
I'm the 16th.
And he's the 7th.
We're very strategic, so we watch you and we observe you.
We do.
But when we strike, trust me, it's all.
It's
hurt. It may be a difference between September Virgos and August Virgos.
We know that. We always make fun of her. We always make fun of her.
They're over there with you.
I'm a full Leo.
Exactly. Them cuffs on that side. Something wrong with them.
Something wrong with them. They ain't thankful at all.
Not like Leos at all.
At all.
My mom's a
Leo's
Leo.
got good sex, but that's it.
My mom's
Yes, they have the best sex. Leos have the best motherfucking
Ashley, you're going to use us?
Yes, that's all.
That's it.
That's it. That's all.
Serious.
We understand the assignment.
Okay. But to get back to that.
Sorry.
I feel like in the gay community, I feel like it's a lot. I've met a lot of gay hairstylists, makeup artists, designers, stylists in this area. I've met a lot, and there's a lot of talent in this area. And I will always say this: I will always promote. One thing about Christian, you will always see me promoting another stylist. You'll always see me promoting. Just anybody. I will in that community. I love to promote, but for some strange reason, I don't know why it can't be reciprocated back. Like,
and that's but I feel like it's for
that's in life.
That's
people don't want you to do
everybody.
everything.
A lot of people. It's not just
I've
for
seen you post a
stylists.
status
And it's not even just the gay community. That's just period.
I've seen it with rappers. I've seen because I know people who can. I know people who are good artists in music, and they don't get half of the support that I've seen people who
Trash.
are just trash. So it's like I've seen that a lot, and I don't know what it is about Winston, Greensboro, this whole area. I don't know. What
I just feel like it's where
There's a
you're
lot
sitting
of
from
talent.
because it's the same thing. Like even in Philly, like it's Philly's supposed to be the city of brotherly love, but you're supposed to you're supposed to support everybody. No one does that shit.
Yeah.
but everyone says that. But I travel all over, and we'll tell you something.
That's probably a good thing.
The industry that outside of this area, I mean, like Atlanta for a second. Atlanta, they might not like you. They may not care for you.
They gotta respect
but
you.
they will respect you.
They
and
have
they will
to.
support you.
That's
they
Texas
will,
too. This is Texas, yeah.
Texas too.
It's like they will support the hell out you.
Yeah.
It's a total different
Here,
vibe.
they know you can do the service, or they know you can teach the class, but they'll rather go and pay someone $12,000 way in another state and still come back and still can't do it. Well, instead of them just sitting there and humbling themselves and getting underneath of you, like, let me teach you. Let me teach you what because I'm the type of person, I don't chase money. I've never chased money. When you chase money, that's when you fall into a failure. So any gift that God has gave me, I always pass it along because that's how you end up getting your blessings back times 4. So I always share when people come to me like, Christian, you know, how you do this, how you do that, and I sit there and I teach them. And they be like, wow, you really showed me all your... I said, because I'm comfortable with who I am. And see, when you know who you are as an individual, you'll never be intimidated by no one.
Plus, it teaches you something you don't know.
I know my gift. I know God.
And that's why
gift.
why a lot of people look at you like, oh, he's bougie, because you are confident in what you are able to bring.
That plus I'm teaching you something that you don't know. So like, if the student doesn't surpass the master, good for you. But you know, I'm the master at this.
One thing one thing I cannot stand. One thing I cannot stand is when someone says you are not humble. I hate that.
Do you hear that a lot?
Ah. I hate it.
I'm just
I
saying.
hate it because I feel like a lot of people get that misconstrued with being confident.
Right. They
Confident
do.
and being humble is two different things. I can be confident, but and still be humble. The part that you don't understand is that you don't want my light to be that bright, so you want me to bring it down to you.
Come on,
No,
man.
baby, it ain't gonna happen that way.
Come on, and
So it's that you don't got cocky and confidence, and you tell me I'm the best as a compliment.
That's why I feel like a lot of people they get that misconstrued. Like I feel like I'm never gonna tell a person you're not humble enough because first of all, if that person is doing something and I see that they're winning on that level, I'm gonna get next to that person so I can learn what they're doing so I can get up there on that level with them.
If they want to
I'm not gonna say no, you come down and so we can be equal. No, you up there, I'm gonna get next to you so I can get up there too.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna tell you to humble.
Don't dim your light for me. Shine on me a little bit.
Because I don't know what you've been through to get to where you are. So for me to sit there and tell you to humble yourself, I'm like, you don't know what that person been through.
Right. Right. So,
Lord.
question that I really want to know.
Oh, Lord.
What celebrities have you worked with?
Okay. Whew. I work with Little Mo, Jasmine Sullivan, Chrisette Michelle, the cast of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, cast of Love and Hip Hop New York, Little Women of Atlanta, Housewives of Atlanta.
Ooh, you did Housewives of you can't hear.
No.
There's a story behind that one, y'all.
You have to read the book.
But no, he's still going. He's still going.
So, I actually have a project that's right there on the table right now, and I can't talk about it.
You have a book?
No.
No. He said you have to read the book for that one.
I do have a book. I have a book that's getting ready to come out. I probably won't finish the book until the end of this year.
Is it autobiography or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you self-publishing or?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
Are you writing it?
I'm not.
Or you have writers, but you're just telling your stories?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Like that.
So it's an autobiography by a writer. Got you.
Yeah, because I wanted to make sure it's right.
I get it.
Right.
That's why I was like, are you self-publishing?
Let me tell you something. I read some books.
Right. That'd be self-publishing. They'd be like,
You definitely
Come
wrote
around,
this.
look like Flex and Michael Jackson doing it all right.
You definitely wrote this.
yeah.
That
So,
would sound right.
the reason why I'm doing the book is because I really want to help individuals that probably been in the same. My book is going. I'm really sharing some stuff, and I feel like a lot
Can
of
we get the exclusives?
I feel like a lot of people will understand me a lot better, and I feel like they'll understand me. Not that I care, but I just want to open up that door so people could really see, like, okay, this is because burgers are private. So for me to do this, it's like,
It's
I
like
don't know. I had to have a sit down talk with my mom and them. Like, look, this book is coming out. Like,
some shit in there.
it's I gotta be.
Unleash it.
I gotta be real with. I gotta be real with myself. You know what I'm saying? And I really want people to really gravitate to it and really, because somebody might be in the same. I'm pretty sure someone be in that same you know, predicament.
Right.
But and I'm not showing. I'm not. It's not glamour and glitz all through. It's really like real life.
So, question: what is one of the biggest traumas you faced coming out, or when did you come out? Like, did you come out and it was like, did your family already know? Did like?
I mean, I was always a feminine person. Like as a child, you know, I didn't play in dirt. I didn't get dirty. Now, mind you, I'm a twin. My mom had all boys. I have an older brother, and then this is my twin brother. So, my brothers were like very like. They're like boys, you know what I mean? They play sports,
play the dirt shit, right?
You know what I'm saying? They did, and I was just very dainty, just like,
Right.
I'm changing clothes like 3 times a day. I used to get in trouble for taking showers, like I was just being so like dainty. And I had a cousin, her name was Stephanie. I love her dearly. It's so funny when your gift is when you God give you a gift, and it starts when you're young. Because like when I used to go over to my cousin Stephanie's house, I would sit there and play with her Barbie dolls. Like I'll go to her house and get all her Barbie dolls and do all the hair and have it all lined up. And get it all together. Every time her mom would come in there, I was like, the hair be all done. Because she was just so like rough. And then it was like, here I come. But I was still a boy, you know what I mean? But when I got to high school, that's when I really like kind of like, you know what I mean? Like I had a girlfriend.
Really?
Yeah.
So like, so were you attracted to the girl, or was it just like something that you were trying, and then but you always had like an affinity?
Okay, it's like okay. You know what I mean? I grew up in a very, like, Christian home. So, like, I was like, you know, well, maybe if I try it, you know what I'm saying? It's just...
get off my bed.
It'll, like...
Not even that, like, you know, it's like, because Christian, it's something that you were meant to believe or bred to believe, you believed it at some point.
Yeah, so I tried it, and I was like, well, maybe, you know what I mean, it'll change. But I did it, and it's
like, dope.
You know.
No, I'm saying, like, the movie Dope, she was like... I don't know if you ever seen the movie Dope. You ever seen the movie Dope? Alright, so it was a gay girl that was up there, and she would go to church every week to pray the gay away, basically. So, but she was just still gay. It was like, well, I don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just
kind of like something like that. You know, you don't want to, like, the way I came up, you didn't embarrass your family.
Right.
So you did anything that you could not to embarrass your family. Like I said, my family they were raised in the church.
That's tragic to me, though.
So, you know, you don't want to embarrass them. We had people in our family that was gay, but you know what I'm saying?
It was quiet. Gay.
Right.
I had a gay mentor early, like, in my early years, and he really, like, schooled me, like, if this is what you want to be, like, be on your shit. Like, he had
don't let the gayness define you. You're going to do what you want to do, and you still be gay.
Like, that nigga, like, he just always good credit, everything, like, he was just that nigga. And he was like, if you want to be in this, you know what I mean, this is how you're supposed to be.
Right.
It wasn't no scamming, stealing, hoeing.
It was just on the shit.
It was just like on your shit. And he schooled me, and I've been on my shit. Like,
I can dig it.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't play that.
So have you faced any traumatic things because of that? Like,
yeah, my mom and dad, they were my dad is my best friend. My dad really didn't care if I was gay, straight, or anything. My dad don't care. He loves me.
Right.
He loves me.
Right.
Yeah, to hear that from a father.
That's great,
like,
right?
My dad, when I tell you my dad I love my dad.
Aww.
He loved me down. But me and my mom, she's a Leo.
That's why.
You see the finger?
You see the face?
My mom loves me too, but I feel like my mom was more worried about what other people would say.
Yeah.
So, and family members. Let me tell you something. Family members, they are rough. Let me tell you something. They be like the very ones that are gay. Be the very ones be like, you know your boy out here. It was like, even like when I got older, like I would, I makeup and stuff. You know your son wearing? Yes, he's wearing makeup, but he owns his own. He buys his own, and he got his own. You over there bailing yours out and putting commissary down. You know what I'm saying? But he don't want his. Let him wear his lashes. Maybe yours should wear some lashes.
Yo. But
it was more like with her. It took her a while. It took her a little bit longer than it was with my dad, and I feel like it was just because of people that in her family that were like that. You know, she didn't want me to get sick or just go down that road of
because everybody's not
drugs and stuff like this. I'm telling you, it's the stereotypical, the stereotypes of that comes with being gay.
Right.
That I always said, you know what I mean, I'm not gonna be like that. I'm not gonna be like that because of family history. So she was more worried about that, and then I felt like when she seen that me growing up and maturing, she seen that I wasn't, because let me tell you something. I wasn't always this polished, and I tell you today, I'm still not that polished. I will cuss you the fuck out if it get there.
That's what Devo come out.
I'm gonna get you together.
Devo will pull you together.
It be in a nice mean way.
The nicest way.
But
that's that verbal shit,
nice,
right?
Nasty.
Sarcastically, nicely, like, yes, you're a dickhead. Like, yeah.
When I was in high school and stuff, I was just doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
Right.
I wanted, you know what I mean? But then I reeled it back in. Most people don't know how to reel it in. I reeled it in and buckled down, but most people, they just go out there and they keep going.
He said, go ahead and keep going.
I just go. You know what I mean? I tried it, you know what I mean? And I reeled myself back in, but I think when my mom started to see me that I started maturing and growing, then she got a feeling like, you know what I mean? Yeah, he gay, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I mean? He good, like, you know what I'm saying? Let him be what he, you know what I mean, what he is. And I mean, I got more, I got more flack from family members than
about your sexuality.
my parents. Like my family, some of my family members, they had more issues than my parents and them did. But I really, my mom had taught me to have tough skin. So when it comes to like, as far as like words and stuff, when people say words and stuff, it really don't bother me.
Right. So I did cut you off because I asked you about Candy Berries because I love her. But any other hairstylists? I mean, not hairstylists, celebrities that you've done hair on?
Dream Doll. I used to have Dream before Tay had her, and that's I actually just seen Dream when I was
King had her.
No, baby.
Oh, well, King did her hair
before.
Oh.
So,
my sister's a lot of hair.
Before there was a Tay, there was a Devo. And I actually seen her in Detroit recently, last month. And me and her had a long talk. And I'll see you soon, Dream.
Okay.
But, like, little people don't understand little moments. Like, that's why I say, like, always remain who you are. Because I haven't seen her in, like, 3 or 4 years. And I was just happened to be at an event in Detroit, and she was hosting. And I was walking through, and she seen me, and she was like, Christian, and I'm looking at her like, girl, you still, because I'm not a starstruck person. I'm really not. So when I seen her, I said, like, you still remember who I am? And she was like, boy, yeah, I know you, come here. And she gave me a hug, and she was like, boy, I've been trying to figure out where you been at. And I was like, girl, let's go to Instagram. But she still remembers me because of the type of relationship we had and the type of personality I have. But most people, you know what I'm saying, I treat people just like regular people. I don't care if you got millions. Not Rick Ross. It's on my radar.
Not Rick Ross.
Yes. She worth $4 billion. I'll eat a chicken wing.
Okay. And he opened up a little catfish place in Dallas. I'll eat that too.
Like
I'll eat that too.
I cannot with y'all. Alright, so who was your biggest motivator outside of the celebrity stylist that your professor taught you to see, your mentor? Outside of your mentor.
Who was my biggest
motivator? It could be like family members, friends.
I would have to say my mom and dad. My mom and dad were my biggest motivators because they had such a strong work ethic, and I feel like that's where mine's coming in. My dad worked for Chrysler, my mom worked for the state, and they worked. And I tell you, them babies work, and that's the reason why I feel like that's where I get mine from them, because I always wanted to make them happy and to see that the son, you know what I'm saying,
made it.
You know what I mean, doing good.
Right.
They didn't, all their hard work didn't go to waste.
Right.
And matter of fact, but all my brothers, my older brothers, he's a carpenter, and my brother, he's a CEO. Right. So all of us are all doing something really well. But so, I say my mom and dad.
Right.
So what's
go ahead. So do you plan on taking your salons like nationwide
or statewide?
So, my biggest goals is basically television. Television is my biggest goal. Hair is my passion. I did the salon thing. The salon thing was fun. It was cool. But television is really my gravitation to television. I do a lot of print work for magazines, Fashion Week in Milan, and stuff like that. It's more of my speed. So not even doing like celebrities. Like I really want to be on the big motion pictures that you see out with Warner Brothers doing hair. Yeah. And that industry is very hard to get into because the people that do hair in that industry, they don't just quit. Right. They die. They die.
You're like justices.
You need to hook up with Perry and do his.
Well, working in his union, the work union that he has, is not that hard to get into. I'm in that union. But the union for the big union, the big motion pictures, you making $50 an hour, that type of situation.
$50
You
an
know,
hour.
one of my good friends, she did hair for
You know, it would take me to do one
Wakanda.
I'm about to say this.
She did hair for Wakanda.
Really?
She has an Emmy. She has
Nice.
like, and that industry is that part of the industry is you have to be invited in.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not. It's like it's really tight knit.
Yeah.
Like,
What style has taken you the longest to do?
what?
What style has taken you the longest to do? What have you spent the most time doing as like?
What
Or mastering. What took
Right.
the long for you to master?
What took me the longest to master? I would say lace. It took me a long time to get lace down.
No, so like if you had
I
a
can't
client
get it.
and you had to do a hair installment or whatever, how long was the longest you've ever had to? Like, what if you had like one of them crazy ass clients who was like, no, I don't like that, and you had to do it all over again. No, I don't like that.
Like braids or something, because that takes a long time.
I really don't. I say I don't.
Cause you can't tell me you haven't had a frustrated client, like somebody who's like, I'm just gonna rip this bitch hair out right now and that's it.
I'm Christian Klein.
No,
Okay.
even in the kitchen? That's what I'm saying, like even from the kitchen days? No shit, okay.
Period.
Alright, but the longest hairstyle that you have done.
I would say the most. I would say the most tedious thing I've ever done is bridal work.
Okay.
Bridal work is
You
probably
got
the
right
most.
to listen. I'm trying to say it's not a fact about you're doing the hair. It's just like we're bridal, like my bride.
Bride work.
The hormones and emotions that go through that shit, like
It don't even be it don't even be me. It
That's
be
what I'm saying.
It be them with each other.
right.
So
right.
I just be watching it. But
That's what I said. The hormones. That's what I'm saying. The hormones and emotions that go through that shit, like she probably is flawless.
I mean, I've done some weddings where the bride has literally like kicked her girls completely out.
Listen, my
Like-
sister. One year, my sister for her birthday, it was because I have a twin sister. So our birthday, she looked great. Everything was great, and we ended up like being late to the function we were supposed to go to because she felt as though she didn't look good, and she was. You was there.
Yeah,
she was causing a fucking fit for no reason at all.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
Crazy because females are like that
Right.
when it comes to bridal.
Mm-hmm.
Guys are not like
I'm
that
just
at
saying.
all.
Huh?
Guys aren't like that. Like I've cut guys like when before they get married and stuff like that, and it's like
If my
they
shit
be
fucked up,
more
just fix it.
chill, but the brides be like,
I'm sure they be because it's their especially because it's their day and they want to be
it's
flawless.
their day.
So do you
Right.
feel like guys are more chill than? Do you feel like guys cutting hair is more chill than doing hair for girls?
I feel like it is. 'Cause it's
Every
very-
time.
I feel like
Every
guys are more.
time.
I feel like guys are more
Tedious.
tedious than women.
Really?
No.
You don't like your haircut. You don't like your haircut. That you got. That's what I'm saying. Like so. If you were sitting there, I'm just saying, fuck that. You do hair for a living. If you don't like your haircut, nigga, I'll feel you. So,
Oh shit.
sorry, High Point Barber, but listen.
Sorry, I went bar.
I ain't say his name. I ain't say his name. I'm just saying.
Oh.
If you felt that when you sat there, no, I need this fix. I need that. You feel me?
Violence.
Where's the liquor?
Alright, so
You're
any
the bottle,
advice?
son of a.
Any advice for the younger generation that maybe want to do hair? They might just not even just the LGBTQT. I might be saying it wrong.
LGBTQ.
But not just them, but just anybody in general that wants to do hair, but maybe scared or don't know really the right way to go about it, other than school. Because people just think school, but some things school don't teach you. So
A lot of stuff.
Right.
School's not
School
teaching.
Mm-hmm. What I would say is this: make sure doing hair is a passion that you have.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of people get burned out in this industry because it wasn't a passion for them.
Right.
When you, again, like I said, don't get in this industry for money. I never got into this industry because of money. I got into this industry because I love doing hair. That's why I can be in my salon all day, every day, and never get tired. Because this is something that I love to do.
That's
And
dope.
just like the Bible said, your gift will make room for you.
Right.
That's dope.
So my gift is making me money, but this is my gift. That's why I work in it so comfortably.
Right.
So
You love going to work.
yes,
That's dope.
it's not even work. It's just it's
Fun.
It's fun. Like
That's what I do, right.
you know, this is to make a woman feel so beautiful after she get. Let me tell you something. Doing hair is such a beautiful thing. Because women come in feeling no matter what they got going on, burden or anything, but when you get done with their hair, they feel like $1,000,000 bucks.
I would too. The
And
way you laid on it.
that feeling is always, it feels so good to me. That I was able to help that individual, you know, feel a little bit better. Whatever issue they were going through, they at that moment, they weren't going through it.
Right.
So that's kind of the thing that drives me to do hair. And to anyone coming into the industry, what I would say is zone in on your craft. Don't worry about what nobody else is doing. Don't worry about how many people got followers. Don't worry about how much money they got. Don't worry about none of that. Zone in on your craft, because your gift will make room for you. Key word, it will make room for you. So whatever your gift is going to be an area set for you to grow and prosper. So don't worry about what no one else is doing.
I will take that. I will take that.
I have one more question though.
I'll take that away from you.
One more question. So, when you be doing people hair, because you have the gift to minister and everything, do you actually minister to these people while you're doing their hair?
I feel like I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like, well, my pastor has always told me hair is the next thing to ministry. Hair, barber, and everything, because it's dealing with touch.
Touch, yes.
So when you're dealing with touch, you're passing. So whatever
you feel them,
that's the reason why all money is not good money.
Right.
So with me having
the hard way, you told me about this.
Consultations are really, really big.
It's really like
so. Within that consultation, if I feel the vibe is not right, I won't even. It's like my pastor always say, do not touch the butt. Off the lever. Don't, because when you touch something, it becomes your problem. So in that situation, by chasing money, can have you in a situation where it can go left. So I do feel like ministry is close, because we have to be everything. We have to be therapists. We have to be a business entrepreneurs. It's like not like. My salon is an environment where people can come and get knowledge and take it on. Like I feel like time is very valuable nowadays. So when you're around me, I want you to always feel like you got something from being around me. I never want you to feel like your time was wasted with being with me. I always want you to feel like when you was near me, something clicked in your head or something, you left with some type of knowledge. Because that's the last thing you're going to always remember about me. So that's a big thing.
Deacon Ash, you got anything on that?
Well, I'm not playing. Okay, so before we end this, I feel like you already kind of covered it, but what's your major goal for 2022?
Yeah.
Oh shoot! Let me tell you something. I set a lot of goals. I set a lot.
That's a Virgo thing.
Okay, yeah.
I got a
vision boards everywhere. Trust me, this is
I set all types of goals.
So what's the top goal that you feel like you like it's a must this year?
A must this year.
You did say television.
Television is definitely television.
You already did that.
Yeah.
But he was the Warner Brothers type.
But
yeah.
I actually want to, like, when I say like television,
tap in.
I really want to secure a contract where I know that I'm like there. I'm stuck there.
Right.
I just want my brand to be seen. I just want my brand to be everywhere. So I just want my brand. I want you to know when you see that brand. I just want you to know that that's Christian Klein. Like, I want my brand to be.
You got to send us like the actual logo and brand stuff too, so we can put it on the page.
Oh yeah.
And promote it more.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I tell people, my goals is always to beat what I was last year.
Of course.
That's like my. Like,
you only grow.
I'm thankful. Let me tell you something. I'm thankful for everything. So if I didn't get any more blessings, I'm still thankful. But you know what I mean. I just want to
keep growing.
Keep growing and be successful. Like I really want. I want to like I tell people I'm going to be a multi-millionaire in this industry.
Nice.
I speak that over my life. You know,
I feel that.
I place myself around people that are like-minded. So. Like I tell people, I will be the next multi-millionaire in this industry.
Yeah, manifest it. Right.
So I tell people, you know what I mean? You gotta speak that up your life. People always they power of tongue is everything. So
manifest destiny is real.
So speak that over you, you know,
Right.
and believe it. So
And believe it, right?
Right.
You
I
can't
said
just
shit
speak
all
it,
the
you gotta
time.
believe.
But I said this all the time, for manifest destiny is some real shit.
It is.
Like, you gotta really get up every day and speak that shit into existence and
Right.
actually put your best foot forward to get what you want
But
to
work,
get to.
you have to work towards it. Some people think that, like a lot of Christians back in the day think that it's supposed to just come to them. You have to work. For
You
it.
gotta talk and walk.
You have to work.
You feel me? You
Yeah.
gotta talk and walk.
That's something I feel like I've learned over the
Yeah.
years. A lot of the mindset that a lot of our older generation had, it was because of the certain, I'm gonna say certain, they didn't have a lot of the resources that we have today. So,
Right.
you know, we can't be listening to all that.
You gotta talk and walk. It's funny because like we have arguments every day, right? Like even me and Tina, I was going back and forth with Tina today, like all right, fuck it, just fuck it. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna walk with this shit too. All right, I'll have you over there, but we.
like you can't pray for it's like you can't pray for a car you ain't got a license.
Right.
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 You got to turn something. You got to make something shake.
You gonna pray for license?
You got to make something shake first.
You gonna
Right.
pray?
Right.
I pray
But
for
see-
that.
No,
You
take the test.
you want something funny?
Pray for
You want something funny though?
license.
You pay for the car, and then like you already know you're gonna get the license, so you just wait for the car to come through too. But that's.
I had to explain that to my mom before because she's one of those old Christians that think that stuff's supposed to just drop
Happen,
out
right.
of nowhere.
Right.
Like, you have to work.
You gotta
for
talk
it.
and walk. You gotta
Right.
talk it into
You
existence
have to
and walk
work.
it
You
into
gotta think about
existence.
And then the Bible says
If
to
he
work.
gave you everything that you wanted, would you be ready for it?
No,
Right.
fuck no.
Would you be
You never
grateful?
do it.
Would you still honor
That's-
God?
and when you put it in, it's kind of scary because it's like, damn, like I got a lot of work to do.
Right.
Right.
A lot.
A lot.
And distractions. Stay away from distractions.
It's
I
hard.
don't care how pretty they look and how good they smell. Stay away
Oh.
from distractions. I've had to learn this.
Recently.
Yes. Stay away from distractions.
It's so hard.
It
It's
is.
hard. This is what
But
it's
I'm
salon.
saying
It feels
You know what it's salon?
good.
It's salon.
With elevation,
The Dior
I'm telling
salon?
you.
Oh no.
What you was wearing? Huh? What you was wearing?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right there.
no,
What he was just
different.
talking about. What he was
Fuck
just talking
what you
about.
had.
Oh.
All right, so tell me.
He said no matter how they look or smell. So that's why I said what you was wearing. That salon? What you was doing?
Oh.
Y'all terrible. Petty.
The
All right, so tell me where to find you at.
Childish.
Tell me where to find you at.
You can find me on Facebook and Instagram as Christian Klein LLC. You can follow me on my website is www.christianklein.llc. Yeah, everything's linked together, so you can
Nice.
just Google me and I'll
Period. Google him.
I'm the G. Hell up here. The G.
Google me,
Christian
baby.
Klein.
Yeah.
LLC. And I will just say this: my salon is #1 in High Point.
Period.
Area.
Question.
5 stars.
How long have you had the LLC for?
I'm no longer LLC.
No?
No, I'm corporation.
Okay.
And that's a whole nother class because
Right.
I teach the business. But I did. Yes, I was unknowledgeable, and I started off my business as LLC.
Mhm.
But I didn't know what I want my business to do for me. But now
Right.
I know what my business is doing.
It's
for me.
grown, so you've grown with
So
it. Right.
I am definitely corporation.
Nice.
And I am separate. I am a separate entity from my business,
Nice.
and I work for my business.
Nice. So your businesses fund your businesses. I can dig it.
Yes.
They don't know about that, but it's cool. That's cool. I dig that.
Oh, no,
We'll have a class for
I
that.
dig it,
Another
right.
day. We're gonna bring her back to teach a class.
I can dig it. All right, so what we doing? We getting to what, hot
We getting to
topics?
hot topics.
Wait.
Good stuff.
Petition for Tamika.
Oh yeah, I
Okay.
forgot about that. All right, so every week we talk about the petition for Tamika Drummer. She is a 46-year-old inmate who is serving life for having less than 2 ounces of weed in Mississippi. She got locked up when she was 34, and now she's 46. So that's 10 years. It's a petition that's pinned on a page. She needs 500,000 signatures, and she currently has 400 and some change.
I haven't even checked
Yeah.
it.
Almost 5. Y'all just keep coming. Keep coming.
Yeah, just keep signing.
Yeah, keep
Is
coming.
the link on the page?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's pinned on the page. That's like the
Yeah.
first thing.
And just
that you
and
see.
like it, share it, sign it. Get
Yeah.
this lady out of prison, please.
Please.
Yeah.
Yes. If y'all want to donate, y'all can donate to her too.
I'm about to start a GoFundMe for me. So.
We gonna have a lady come. We gonna have the lady who started the petition come on through virtually and talk about it.
Nice.
As well. Sometime this year.
GoFundMe for my
Sometimes
mental
share,
health.
right.
Alright,
And
now.
hopefully Tamika Drummer come on when she get out.
Facts.
Okay.
She gotta definitely come through.
Right.
That's it,
She
ice
definitely-
Come on.
But I do want to say we appreciate you for coming in. Too.
Yeah.
We still want to have some fun with you.
Let me just say
But-
something.
You
Like,
go-
I feel so honored for y'all to even want me to come on your show.
Wow, we honored you
Like,
when
I
you
feel-
came.
Like,
we had to invite you because for
Right.
one, we trying to promote all our
Right.
people,
And
But I feel like this is just like such a big honor for y'all to even want me on y'all platform.
I
So,
appreciate it.
you know what I mean? I love you guys. I gotta make y'all some pound cakes.
He's still a pastry chef, y'all.
I'm saying I love a cake.
I'm not even gonna put it out there, but I made somebody a pound cake and they ain't never come get it. And they been dragging me down.
That's
for
so
5
harsh.
minutes.
For one,
But
he was booked and busy.
yo, Ash, you was supposed to
cake.
everybody.
Mm-mm.
But listen, he's still a pastry chef at the end of the day, y'all.
Right, I'm on a cake.
Let me tell y'all something. I'm just as passionate in cooking that I am. Because me and him supposed to have a cook-off.
Right, because
Yeah,
he's
because he's
I'm about to say-
we
I'm
gonna
about to
be
say
the
the same
tech-
thing.
Ooh,
He's just as passionate as a barber.
It's gonna be a podcast cook-off.
He really want. I love him down. But I'm telling you, I'm about to spank that ass.
Oh, we got to have a podcast cook-off.
Christian, I feel like you're about
Me
to
and
talk
Steve about to be
He's
happy.
supposed to make some goddamn
I'm gonna be humble and
lamb.
say he can't.
Oh,
look,
The lamb never came.
Alright.
I'm so
y'all
mad.
see how
I'm
they
still
come
waiting
in,
for a
right?
crab roll.
Y'all supposed to have feast upon feast.
He'll post it too.
The disrespect. Disrespectful.
I should spam his whole page.
I've been seeing. Oh.
We gonna spam him next time he posts on.
Woke up today, wanted to make ribs, y'all.
I'm
Like,
be
what
gone
the
for
hell?
30 days. No.
We still waiting for him to cook.
Right. Nigga, wake up. Woke up, y'all. I was thinking about ribs, so I'm about to make it. Feeling frisky, about to give $300 away. Like, nigga.
That scared me.
We about to cancel Ash. Fuck that. Ash, you cannot come back to the next podcast until you bring a plate. It's
No,
pop
it
up.
I'm
doesn't
gonna bring something next week. I'm gonna bring something
All
next week.
No,
right.
you
I
not.
swear to God. I'm gonna bring something next week.
Christian, know you lying.
Ash, listen, we've been trying to expand the
You gotta
podcast.
pull up.
We've been trying to expand the podcast, give Ash his own cooking corner and shit, but he never want
We
to bring
ain't doing
nothing.
shit.
I'm gonna bring something.
Well, just go ahead and give it to me then.
We'll give it
Because I say TTG.
Okay, we will.
Trying to go.
All right.
Alright, so
Train the grill, nigga, something like you.
Y'all see
Ash ain't doing nothing, nigga.
we're doing you the correct way.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
we just want food. We all look pleasantly plump. The fuck?
Okay, Fluffy.
Ash be talking that shit. Yeah, y'all, you know, have to make the asparagus with the
Yeah.
nigga
and
never
then
make
not
that.
one thing.
Not even a week.
Not nothing.
And then New Year's.
No.
Nigga.
We had
Let's
a whole
not-
potluck.
I made the
New
ribs.
Year's.
Them shits was lit,
Who
bro.
didn't just show up and bring food?
Okay, so I had.
The ribs was lit.
I ended up.
Get your lie together now.
I'm patiently.
He
man.
ended
I'm
up
not
with
gonna lie.
somebody.
I ended up. I was
With somebody, and he
But we
kept
planned a
about
potluck. He was involved in planning this
and did not show.
and did not show.
We was
he
upset.
He was in another pot.
He had a sneaky link. He had a
Exactly.
sneaky link.
He had another lot of pot.
We had. I mean, you know.
No.
He got love with some other pot.
I'm not gonna do you like that.
Alright, so what's y'all view on side chicks? Or side men?
Need him. I mean, huh?
You said what?
Okay, so.
What's y'all view on
Side
side
pieces.
chicks?
I
Side
need a drink on this
pieces?
one.
Is it side pieces or sneaky links?
Sneaky links.
Spin the
You just want
blocks,
sneaky
all
links.
that.
I mean, I feel like they winning.
But
I am.
I
What we doing? What we doing? What we winning?
am. Tina's the poster child.
But I don't think I feel like in a way you are, if you can disattach yourself.
You read the messages?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
So,
why?
listen, if you can disattach yourself from catching feelings with someone, then cool. But if you cannot, then and
You
cause
sound emotional.
it be girl. No, that's
are.
true.
Virgos
No, we're not.
That's a
I'm not.
I know. I'm saying this is the
Fuck
truth.
that. get a nut. I can get a nut. I don't want nothing. I got you.
So basically, if there are people who actually do become side chicks and they're like, oh, I can do this shit, and then they fall in love and be wanting that motherfucker to leave that person.
That is true.
So if you can disattach yourself from it, then yeah, you win it.
So hold on,
But
are
if
we
you
talking
can't-
about people that are side chicks that don't know it, or people that side chicks that
No, they know it.
They
So
know
there's a lot of
it.
people that are side chicks that don't know they side
Right.
No, that is
Some of
true.
us know.
Some of us.
Well, I'm just gonna say
know.
from the gay
It's like that,
world,
sure.
from the heterosexual and the gay world,
It's
like,
totally
I feel like
different.
It's totally different. Because let me tell you something.
Where you put it?
I love our gays.
Go ahead,
I do. I love you down, but
Motherfuckers
some
be
of the
messy.
stuff I get,
Motherfuckers be messy.
the stuff that comes across my time. Look, well, I'm gonna say it like this because I really don't date in the gay community. So I don't know.
It's so hard.
What do you
Y'all
mean by
don't
Wait, I'm about to say that, huh?
We confused.
Because
It's
like.
You date in the
Y'all
gay
don't
Like
understand.
non-gay
So you know
people.
Bello do?
Not only know.
No, I'm saying like I don't never really get hit on by people that's in the gay community.
Oh, okay.
Like out, like
I'm still
out-
confused.
Like
So-
like me, like because all right, because I'm a feminine, like pretty boy. Like in the gay world, that's like kind of not like what they really like. So I kind of like attract like the DL. And
Oh,
the
so it's also
trades.
like
Like I could
The
be at
what?
a
You
dance
know
What?
what trade?
Yeah, because I don't know what trade
You
is.
gotta
Trade?
explain.
New vocabulary word.
like plumbers?
No, trade is like the
Trade.
guy. It's like basically the type of guy that you would date.
Oh shit!
Like
Wait, hold on.
Like they,
So it's
You assume they're straight.
straight.
Oh, I've seen those in the gay club when I
No,
was
you-
with
Yeah, I
my
thought it was a
friends.
name for these
Trey
niggas.
don't go to gay club.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a name for these niggas.
They
You
like
assume
that.
Let's say
they straight.
allegedly.
But no,
You're
I'm
not
saying-
gay. He's not gay. But let's say he will
That's
be.
what I'm saying. Like I've been
Like
to the gay
Chris.
club.
Leave your boyfriend alone, Tina.
I've been to the gay club and I've seen
They said ain't no trades there.
It's so freaking straight.
But they
You
say
even
no
gotta
trades
deep
there.
voice and
They
sound
say no
low.
trades
Like
there.
normally trades like okay, what I'm saying like
Like
me.
Chris.
The
That's
nigga
like
that
Chris.
the DM, like, but you
This
expect the
happened.
niggas to
I think
DM?
someday I watch it, but this happened like a week
It's
ago.
private. It's okay.
A week
A
ago.
week
Oh,
ago.
this is fresh.
So I go to.
Bobby Schmurder?
Let me tell you.
You see her? She just said about a week ago. Sorry, go. No, I'm sorry.
I'm from New Jersey, so I really hate pumping gas because we never had to pump our
Yeah, they
gas.
put the gas right. They
So
put-
that's something that I had to learn when I moved to North Carolina.
Right.
So like when I go to the gas station, I just really just be not really wanting to put. When people be, it be so funny because I was
You got watching motherfuckers too.
recording my stories and they was like, "Damn, your car is always on E," and I'm like, "That's not on E because I don't have gas money. It's on E because I don't like touching the gas pump."
Right, me
Like,
neither.
I
That's
hate-
why you get gloves.
That's why
Nasty as fuck. I like Shell because Shell got gloves.
But I was at the gas station, minding my own little, because I really be in my own little world. So I was minding my own little business, and a dude pulled up on the side of me, and he got out the car. But when he got out, he walked around the opposite way.
That's
And
the
I was
sign?
like,
Mm-hmm.
at first I thought,
He had
I'm
to
north,
say
so I'm
it.
like, well, maybe you gonna try to rob me or something. So, you know what I mean? I just got real close to the car, like, you know what I mean? You gonna fight like hell.
Devo coming out.
So when he walked around, and then he came back, and he was like, he started talking to me, and
Oh,
I
he
was
wanted
like,
a glimpse.
so
That's why he walked around.
so yeah, so he
Got
walked
you.
back, and then he was like, he started spitting game to me, and was like, give me my phone so I can give him his number, and I was just like, this, he looks like a
Regular
regular,
nigga.
Manly man. Yeah.
like hood nigga, but I mean, that's the type of dude that always like.
Are you attracted to hood niggas? Like, is that what
I
you're
mean, I
attracted
did, you know what I mean? I really did. I used to have.
What's now? Don't talk fast. Don't get no past it. If you can't pass it, let me down. I did.
I did have a hard case for
So what's current? It's curry.
of a hood type of guy.
So you like a hood
But,
nigga, but he has to be sophisticated hood now.
No, I wanted him to be like the rehab hood. Like he used to sell dope and stuff, but then he went to jail and came home and now he in
The
like,
rehabilitation
yeah,
hood.
like I want that, but I always got this. Yeah.
He went.
So what's
He
that?
went halfway house gangster.
I'm gonna be real transparent, y'all. I would tell. Don't say shut up. So I met this guy, right?
Oh.
Ash homeboy.
I met this guy and I just thought Well, I kind of like, it was supposed to be like a get back situation.
A get back.
And
Like you was trying to get back with somebody else?
I was talking to somebody and they broke my heart.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna jump into this type of situation.
Rebound.
As a rebound, and you know what I'm saying? But that was like, I jumped into like a whole basket of like TNT and sticker bushes and all kinds of bleach.
She was Wally Cooley.
But I never knew. I didn't know he was that type of person. So the dude, I'm very proud of it. So the dude took my phone and posted him on my stories.
Oh shit!
And I remember so many people hitting me up.
This was recently, because I seen it. Yeah, because I seen it.
Right. Was it Ash?
People
No.
was like, trust me, it was.
But what we were saying, anyway.
But no, if
I'm
I was
done.
He did the camera show.
I wouldn't even be like, I don't do stuff like that. Like,
Yeah, because Ash is
No,
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 I see
if some of the stuff
it.
he was doing, I wouldn't.
Ash
do
is the
like,
player.
Baby, let me tell you
Ash
something.
will fuck with you.
It was a skinny
Let Ash will be like Jay-Z and Beyonce in this
Yo,
industry.
you know, I'm about to say, you know, you got spicy shit. You know it's me. Chopper draw.
But the dude went and put, like, he was a clout chaser, like a real clout chaser. So he did that to try to get at some other people. He basically was like, he wasn't a, I don't like to talk down on people.
I got to tell you some situation.
I thought you posted that.
I would have made a
I
whole
thought you
Facebook post saying my phone was stolen.
Like, this dude had my Audi, like, just
Oh
all
shit!
out in the hood. I'm not even in the hood. Like,
Hey.
people, like, I have over 790 clients.
Oh shit!
So I have clients all over the Triad. So I mean, I got some hood clients, I got some little bit of everything.
Right.
So they see my car riding through different areas. I know damn well this ain't Christian, but this is shit. Now, I'm dying you.
Nigga, the A10.
He's riding all through the hood with my
Oh,
stuff,
Lord.
and then it just came out that, you know what I mean, he was on drugs.
Yeah, I was like, he stole my car and my phone. That's why his picture got posted and my car was in the hood.
Glass pipe.
Women know how to finesse the shit real quick, bro.
shit.
And look, and my little dumb.
It's so scary.
Let me tell y'all,
Crackhead.
my little dumb ass was like, one day he was sitting in the car, and I was just like, what is that? And I'm thinking in my head, like, I know damn well. He's not on no damn crack.
Was it ice? Oh, I must say it was a meth.
He's not on crack. So I'm like, what is that? And it was like, oh, it's moon rocks.
Oh.
No, nigga.
That would be me because I don't know what none of that looks like.
Moon rock is not crack. It's weed.
I don't know.
So
what it
but-
I was sitting there like, okay,
Was it white?
no,
It was
so
crystal meth.
I ain't done yet. So I'm like, I gotta do my research. So I'm like, what is moon rocks?
Moon rock is weed.
So I asked somebody, one of my friends, they was like, oh, it's this, and then they gave me a description of it, and I was like, that's not it. That
was weed. This is
like,
crystal.
It's supposed to be, and what's it? They was like, well, what is it? What did it look like? And they
Rock.
They pulled it up. They was like, well, what was they smoking? I was like, this right here. They was like, oh,
Nigga, that's crack.
Shit.
that's
Yeah.
Crystal meth.
heroin.
Oh shit.
And I was like, oh.
See, I don't even know
I'm
what
like,
it's
it had no
like.
smell, and it didn't have no.
You gotta burn it, right?
And I was like,
Heroin, that is chemical.
but then I was like,
chemistry
then I was
involved.
like, it makes sense because that person could not go to sleep. They
Oh,
stayed
wow,
up all
yeah.
night. They came
That's like
back,
nothing
didn't
crack,
want to
though.
work.
Oh,
And it was like,
what? I hope he ain't
you know what I mean?
Those uppers.
We gonna blame
But
him.
It's crazy because in the gay community, you gotta look for those signs because there's a lot of motherfuckers on drugs.
a lot of
Not in the straight
You ever
community.
seen Prey Monster? You
not
never
only,
seen Prey
not,
Monster?
not only that, and like I tell people, I don't shame
Done it.
anybody
Oh.
for being on whatever they.
Right.
Everyone have an addiction. I have an
Right.
addiction to food. That's why I'm so fluffy. But I don't shame anybody for whatever addiction. 'Cause they, some people are struggling with whatever they
Right.
have. But my thing is this.
Let me know.
Let me know, so I have the choice of whether if that's something that I want.
Accept or reject.
Because I get scared. With me, I get scared of situations like that because I had someone that I back home. I know they was dating somebody that was on some type of drug, and they try to force it on them, and they end up putting it in something, and they end up getting into
Oh,
it.
that's fucked up.
So when I feel like
Never die
people
alone.
on that, because I used to talk to somebody here in Winston, and they invited me to a party here in Winston. And when I got into the house, everybody was tooting powder. And then I was sitting there.
Nose goes.
One was a world famous hairdresser, so I didn't go on. They know, I know. But.
Hold on, wait, let me think, because this ain't too many.
So.
Ash got to see
So, all I know is, when Christian Crown, they was all doing it.
Christian Crown got about it there.
So everybody kept asking me, they kept asking me, what do you do? And I was like, I don't do that. And they was just like, I had just a bottle of water, and that's all I wanted. I didn't want nothing else in the house because I didn't know. Everybody was in there. Everyone had powdered donuts.
That's scary.
And I felt I felt so awkward because everyone's looking at me as if, oh, you Mr. Goody Goody Two Shoes. You don't do nothing. And then it's like, damn, peer pressure is really crazy because people want to make you feel like, oh, you have to do this to fit in with the circle. And I'm saying something. I'm not doing all of that, but in the gay community, it's really big. Like
it is. I swear to God.
That and unprotected sex.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's amongst the straight and the gay community.
Right.
No, I wanted to know that. Is that really big in the straight community?
It is because here's the bad part about unprotected sex. No, seriously, let me talk. Here's the bad part about unprotected sex in the straight community, right? You have a lot of people that's down low, or you have those trades or whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? And they have sex with guys, and then they have sex with women. And then now we have unprotected sex because, like, fuck it. If you got a one-night stand, you might be drunk as shit, high as shit out your own. No, you're just going to hit it and quit. You feel me? Mm-hmm. You just take the consequences. If you got to go to the doctor or the clinic a month, a week, whatever later, you just do it. But it's always like chlamydia, gonorrhea is something curable. Now, what if you wake up one day and you did the same thing with somebody that had HIV and it ended up coming from somebody who was having sex with a whole bunch of guys? That's the fucked up part about it.
So do you feel like the diseases come from?
That's what he just said.
It seems like
talk.
Do you feel like the diseases come from homosexual?
I'm not saying it's coming from that. I'm just saying, no, can I finish? I can't even talk. Let me finish what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's coming from homosexuals, but I'm just saying it's coming from those guys that are down low, having sex with the homosexuals, and then having sex with women. All right.
What about women?
Yeah, right.
All right. I didn't stop. Bacterial vaginosis is some shit that niggas can't get. You see what I'm trying to say? Mm-hmm. We can't get it, but women can get it. You see what I'm trying to say? Mm-hmm. So it's the same as the shoes on the other foot is the same way. So it's like, what's the other shit? Trichomoniasis? You never heard of trichomoniasis? Trichomonas. You never heard of that? Yes. Okay. Those are all female. Those all come from females. We don't know if somebody had sex with a chick that had trichomoniasis, had sex with a nigga, could have helped give the HIV. We don't know that. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It could have been a nice little melody of the two. We don't know.
But what if it was like some people are probably straight, and what if they like let's say if a guy messed with a female that probably had
the reason why the stigma is on the gay community about HIV and AIDS is because it didn't exist until it was. It didn't really exist until
it actually existed with back in the day with the crack kids and the drug. Yeah,
that's true too. But not crack. Not crack.
With the drug
heroin.
Let me just
anything that was intravenous.
Whatever drug it was.
Heroin. Anything that was intravenous.
It didn't come straight from the homosexual.
I didn't say it did.
It came from drug.
I didn't say it did. I didn't say it did. Not really.
The way you put it in.
Not really. But all right, we all talk about the LGBT community. The reason why the baby was canceled. The reason why Magic Johnson wasn't gay, but he got HIV. Eazy-E wasn't gay, but he got HIV. It came from the woman the same way, but it came from the dude that had sex with a nigga that had sex with a woman.
So it's passed both the same way.
Or drugs.
It's passed both the same way. A man having sex with a man, a woman having sex with a man, it's passed the same way.
It is, but what I'm saying to you is that's where it came from. So like we did research on it. It came from either intravenous drugs or homosexuality.
How do we know it didn't come from a woman? So how do we know it didn't come from a woman?
You're probably right.
How do we know it didn't come from a woman and a man had sex with a woman who actually was bisexual and had sex with a man too?
But you just put it there. You said bisexual,
and she probably got it too. And now
everybody. And you're correct.
They said it came from fucking monkeys.
Exactly. And you're correct. And you're correct. But population
control. AIDS came from monkeys.
You're probably. And so you're probably correct. But
a white person was having sex.
They're the same thing. But here's the thing, though. But here's the thing though. This is America. But here's the thing though. This is America, and they had population control. So even if they wanted to control the population, they wanted to control the narrative. You're gonna make homosexual people have more HIV numbers than straight people. Mm-hmm. Is that not true today?
That's just like COVID. They make it seem like it's so bad.
But that's my point.
Somebody to have
that's my point.
That's vaccinated versus not vaccinated.
That's my same point.
Right, because I'm vaccinated and I had COVID.
I did too, and I'm not vaccinated.
I think I only had COVID in the beginning.
When was that? 2018?
In the beginning.
Yeah.
It started in 2019, so 2018 would have been the beginning.
When it hit the U.S.
2018 would have been the beginning. Dude, they
I
didn't
feel
know
like
about it.
everybody had got COVID before
I think
COVID hit.
too.
And
Everybody
everyone got
I went
sick
to
around
the doctor
November.
and
Right.
they couldn't tell me shit.
Who was wrong? In
Everybody had
2018, I came to North Carolina for my mom's birthday, and when I left, I had the worst cold I ever had in my fucking life. I don't know what it was. Shit was terrible. I was sick for like months. My mom went to the hospital. She got what's the shit called? Necrotitis fasciosus. Some shit that was a flesh-eating bacteria. My mom was the sickest she's ever been. And me, Antonia, and her boyfriend was Daryl at the time. We were all sick. I'm sorry, fucked up for like a month. And we didn't know what it was. But that was 2018 in December. COVID came in 2019, right?
Yeah.
Because it was COVID-19.
Or 2019?
2019.
It was
I thought it
2019.
hit China 2019.
2019.
It hit us 2019.
It was
Right.
China, and then a couple months later it hit us.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
Directly.
but we didn't know.
We've been locked down.
No, it actually hit us right. Like they didn't tell us.
It
that
hit us in March or April. Of
We don't know.
It hit us before.
We don't know.
That's when they started keeping stats on
Yeah.
it.
Right. We didn't know. It was something in the air.
It was here back in October,
Right.
September.
We didn't
It was
know.
back then because I remember a wave of people getting sick.
We was
October,
sick as shit,
Especially
bro.
when-
December.
When I was in my job, when I say everybody had this cough that did not go away for nothing in the world, everybody in my job.
Tina, I was the sickest motherfucker in the world. I've never been that sick in my life, ever. And it was just like, we was like, it's a regular cold. We be alright.
Right.
No, dog.
Everybody
We was
got
down
sick.
for a
Right.
month.
They
And my mom...
People just wasn't dying. They had to make the little strand a little stronger to
Right,
keep us up.
and with my mom, this shit was worse. Like she went through
They
a
said we
whole,
gonna play with this strain.
scenario, bro. Like she went to the hospital. She had a flesh-eating bacteria, all kinds of crazy shit. We came back down to see her, and I know I got it because for the last 2 years I was fine. I got COVID like a couple weeks ago, like a month ago, right? So that was like, all right. I had the antibodies, but I feel like I had the antibodies before. When I got sick, I wasn't as sick as everybody made it seem. Oh, your lungs gonna fall out. Oh, you're gonna do this, do that. None of that happened. I had a headache. I lost my smell, my sight. Smell, my taste, and I had a cough. And then after a week or so, it was fine. So I feel like I had it before because I'm not vaccinated, and they was telling me, oh, well, you gotta get a test every week, and this, that, and the third, and blah, 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 blah. The Supreme Court stepped in and said, fuck that. We're not doing none of that because it's too invasive. And that's the truth. So now you don't have to worry about getting tested or none of that. How I feel about this COVID shit, for real, is that, like, at the end of the day, everybody has their own beliefs and everybody has their own feelings. I'm going to stick to what I feel. I'm not putting that... Did you get shot?
Yeah, I had to because
It's in your... You had to, like, it's like...
I actually
mandated
got
kind
the
of.
booster shot.
Right.
But like I tell people, like if I had a choice, if it wasn't from my career, I
You would
wouldn't
have
have
did it.
done
Right.
Yeah.
Because I'm the type of person, I don't get a cold. I don't get a cold.
And I'm just like you in I'm just like you in that aspect,
Well,
like a
when I
Virgo.
when I got that shot, I kid you not, I was sick for 3 days.
I feel you.
I was sick
I couldn't
too.
do hair for 3 days. I was sick.
I feel you.
Are you scared to get the booster?
I got it. I had to
Oh,
do
But see, I'm a Virgo, and I'm the same way you a Virgo, but I'm just skeptical about everything.
Yeah, when I got it, I lost sense of touch in my hand. I got my shot back in February. I couldn't feel. This whole arm was numb until September.
wow.
Completely numb. I couldn't feel anything.
And
I thought I was having a stroke.
Right.
Shit.
And I went to the
Your
doctor.
birthday.
Yeah, I was like, "What's wrong with me? Is something wrong?" Like, and he was like, "No, it's just a side effect."
Fuck that.
And like, I had no feeling in my hand.
Fuck
None.
that.
So you were moving.
Wait, that was with your
No.
booster?
You know when your hand
Sleep
falls
on
asleep,
it. Mm-hmm.
like there was no feeling.
But bro, they never came out with no vaccine when SARS first came out. It's just when COVID-19 came out, they want to come out with a vaccine. Get the fuck in my face.
So when the booster came out, I was like, "Oh God, not again!"
Yeah.
Like I'm like, "What is the side effect?"
I ain't getting the booster.
I didn't want to get, but you know, when you work in the industry,
Yeah.
it's mandatory.
Yeah, facts. because you gotta be around different people and
I have to get COVID tested every Tuesday.
But we had to do the same thing too. So like what I was doing, I was getting a COVID test on Friday because I had to be right back on Monday. Takes 2 days for the results, so by Sunday night I'll have it. But at the same time, they blocked it. The Supreme Court blocked it, so you don't have to get it anymore until like some
they
bullshit.
They put a pause on it.
Right, because they blocked it for right now. This is some bullshit arises, but. Man, fuck that. Like I said, that's too invasive. You can't tell people that they have to get a shot. You can't do that. In America, fuck no.
Well, they did. They told
They did, but
then,
you didn't have to do it.
Right afterwards, they
You
put
didn't have to do it.
pause to it.
You didn't have to do it.
They put a pause
Scare
on it.
tactics. Fuck them. Fuck y'all. I'm gonna take my risks.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all.
I mean, I got it now, so you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's what it is. Something I did want to talk about. I know the time is running late. We got 15 minutes late. But Ashman brought up something. We got 15 minutes left.
I knew we was going to go like this. I told you.
Ashman brought up something that I did want to talk about since we have two guys here from the let me say it right.
LGBTQ. Plus. Go ahead.
It been getting me too.
It was LGBTQ plus and something else. What was the other part?
That was it.
It was no.
You made that up.
They added something to it.
I just hope they don't never
You said
ask.
division.
I hope they don't never ask me to get up there and say, that's like, he is not one of us.
All right, so I wanted to talk about abuse in the community.
Wait, can we get the icebreaker? I'm sorry, can we get the icebreaker first? We gotta get the icebreaker first because we're not gonna get to it. You gotta get one of the popsicles.
You know what I thought you said?
Ice.
What? Icebreaker?
Ice. I thought you meant like ice. And I'm sitting there
Like
I'm
meth?
like, I'm sitting there.
Yo, I got you. Here you go. It's ice in
That's
there.
sweet potato.
No, it's some left. You got it? Where's it? Oh, here you go.
No, he was saying.
He said sweet potato.
And so
I think it's about sweet potato liquor.
I'm going to read it out.
Could you date someone that you turn it over? Oh, yeah.
What is that?
Could you date someone that's a midget? I ain't gonna lie. I done seen some midgets with some big dicks. So
I see some midgets.
I'm curious.
I'd be scared to.
Because let me tell you something.
You scared? I'm scared too.
This is nice little fine little chocolate midget from Atlanta, and he is
The
fine.
one with the hair?
Yeah. And baby, I follow his Twitter. Anybody know about Twitter? And baby, he is slanging.
Twitter be drawn.
And I'm kind of like curious, like, what that thing do?
Yo, you know what's so funny? Twitter is the wave of the future. You wanna know why? Because you get away with so much shit on Twitter that you can't get away with on Facebook.
Twitter has came. Let me tell you something. I felt like I was left out of the loop because
You gotta answer the question, nigga.
No, I can't date a midget.
No? Alright.
Oh, everybody got that.
Oh,
yeah.
Hold on. Why can't you date a midget?
Right.
She's afraid. She's
You're
afraid.
afraid of it.
That's one of her biggest
Because
fears.
there are some sexy damn midgets.
Some sexy bitch.
Sexy dick.
Some
It's
sexy
the sweet
dick.
potato. It's the sweet potato.
Yes, because some bitches be having some fat asses. I ain't gonna hold you. Them just be crazy.
Shit, all of them do.
All them, right. All them, that's what they know for. The ass.
So everybody at the table said no, they can't date it.
No, I said yes.
He can.
Okay.
He said, I can't.
I can't.
I like
She
short
didn't want a
guys.
midget.
I like short guys, but I can't date a midget.
Well, that's a midget, damn it.
That's not a midget.
If he below your boobies,
No, he's 5'8". I'll do 5'8".
He's a midget.
He is.
he's a Thumbelina.
Then I'll fuck the shit out of a midget. If you're a midget, you mean
Ooh, I want Christian to do this one.
Oh my God. Why
Give it
would I-
back. Pass it back. Pass back. sis. Reverse. We play Uno.
Oh.
We all gotta
I'll
answer
play a
anyway.
prank. It's not an
Call
answer.
and play a prank.
We all got the same.
Oh.
On someone close to you.
Oh my God, this is horrible.
Do it.
No, because everybody
He
thinks.
gonna call with us. Bitch, your hair falling out.
I don't even know what to say.
You gotta call the prank on somebody.
All right.
You got the microphone, Tina.
All right, I know somebody that can do this too.
Yo.
Did.
They won't take it too personal.
Because I'm such a serious
Call
person.
Tony.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You gotta do Star 67,
All right, so
right?
y'all gotta be quiet. 'Cause I
All right,
really gotta.
you should have called it from the podcast numbers.
Can you be
All right,
quiet
shut up.
This is quiet.
Shut up.
Tony,
Yeah.
where you at?
I'm at home, bitch.
Oh, thank God. I need you to do me a big favor.
What?
I'm locked up and I need you to come down to the police station.
Hey, which one?
Greensboro.
Okay, so what do I need to do?
I'm gonna need you to get my I have money in my car and my wallet, but I'm gonna need you to give me $500.
Girl, I ain't got that. Like me?
I have that in my car.
I thought you talking about me. I was like, bitch, I know it's not less matter, bro.
I'm like, Tony, it's not. Why are you laughing? Like, I'm scared to death. This guy is already talking about he gonna fuck me. Like, I'm so scared.
Girl, fuck out of here. Anyway, okay, so how the hell
They trying to take me upstairs, Tony, and I don't want to. I'm about to just break down and cry.
Girl, don't cry, shit. This is one okay, so where is the hard part of it? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, they got some keys.
It's at IHOP.
Where?
On Gate City.
In Greenboro.
Yeah.
Okay. Where your keys is? Like,
my keys is on the tire.
okay.
Like she bang, Calvin bang, you'd be like, all right, you got 3 more minutes on the phone.
All right. Yo, hurry that shit up, nigga.
Oh my God. Tony.
Well,
You got 2 minutes, motherfucker. Get off the phone.
okay, so the one in the police station in Greenville, right?
Yes.
Hello?
Yo, get off the phone, motherfucker.
Hold on. Y'all need to start playing me.
Yo, get off the phone, nigga. You got 1 minute,
Oh my
motherfucker.
God, I can't do it no more. Oh my God. Tony, it's a prank. They make me call you on this podcast and do this. Because I had to pick out of the bowl and it said I had to call somebody and break the bowl. And I did not want to do that because I don't want to be mad. But guess who told me to call you?
Diamond.
My man already knows who's with you.
Oh God.
Cook Daddy.
That one right there in the corner.
What's going on, Tony?
Tony, I love you. You're such a good friend. Like, Tony, you ready to come down with
he was
me?
ready.
Yeah.
No, he was like, okay, you know what? Where's the keys at?
Jacket, I'm about to call Tara.
He coming with backup.
That was funny.
Oh, I love it. I love you guys. Sorry, Tony. I love you, baby.
Thank you, Tony.
Hey, yo.
Y'all are so. Yo, I could not.
No, it was your cry voice for me.
Right, you think he's not about to cry. Could you be a
He
side?
said, wait, he said, they already talking about.
Oh my God.
All right, look, question. Could you be a side piece? Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? I ain't got
Niggas
no.
be side pieces, don't you fucking know it.
I don't have to.
Yeah, if I don't know.
I don't have to commit.
I
I don't have to commit.
I can do it.
My nigga.
I don't know.
I don't have to commit.
I feel like I can.
I feel like
Of course you can. You're a Leo. What? I'm a Virgo.
I know how to play my
I am too, but I say yes.
Okay.
He plays his plays
So-
his role well as well.
How long do you let past trauma to affect your relationship?
Say it again?
How long do you
How long?
let past trauma affect your relationship?
Until it's on the table?
How long do you let?
Past trauma affect your relationship.
As long as it's on the table.
I don't know.
I guess somebody has to bring it. Sometimes
I
you don't know that you're
Right.
damaged from
That's
something
good.
until somebody brings it
I
to
feel
your
like
table.
it's like you. I feel like you grow
You do grow.
But I feel like there's some, you always have like some piece of that.
You can grow, but your trauma's still gonna be your trauma. So like, it's like even as much as you want to sugarcoat it, it's gonna be in the back of your mind. So I feel like that trauma doesn't get brought up until somebody actually triggers your trauma or brings it up. So
I honestly believe that because I mean, so like right now, right now, I'm into open relationships because I see and I've dealt with a lot of people in relationships cheating.
Right.
So it's like, okay, now it's like, okay, I know I'm not going to be the only one. And I know I'm not going to be just attracted to this person for the rest of my life. So I have to be realistic with it. So I'm always up front and up forward with people. I'm like, okay, look, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're going to be together, but this is going to be, I'm fully versatile. So it's like, if you're going to be a full bottom, that's cool. But, you know.
It's going to be a what?
Every other now,
a bottom or top.
Yeah.
You know, so if you're gonna, you know, be that or full this, full that, then 9 times out of 10, we gotta have to have some type of.
We had another dude that was on the show. He said that he was a bottom. That was it. Never, nothing else. About you.
Damn, I
I don't know.
Virgos are probably.
Just wait.
I don't know.
Christian boys.
Because my boy said the same thing. I asked him. I said, Jared. He said,
he went straight for
the. But it's crazy. He was like, I'm a bottom. That's it. I'm like, all right, nigga. Like
he did.
You don't want no kind of nothing. You like, nah, I'm all right, nigga.
Don't touch
right.
I'm gonna put it like this. I'm fun.
You're versatile.
You're fun.
I'm very fun.
I like fun.
I'm very fluid.
He's versatile.
Right.
The awkward silence stopped. He just said it. He said, I'm fully versatile. So I just want to know, are you fully versatile?
This is really giving
or are you like Jared?
This is really giving me, I got a cousin.
Yes.
For you.
I got a cousin.
Ooh.
My man.
You want to mix? He's trying to match you up with somebody.
My boy be wearing sweatsuits. He be wearing like a W hat and shit. That's my boy.
Touch him.
My boy.
Ooh.
He be wearing sweatsuits. Got a little W hat and all that. But like, I mean, it's my man's. He's like, what? You know what I mean?
Put on a D hat.
Trying to take you out with somebody. Trying to take you out with somebody.
Inside.
He
understands the assignment. He knows the.
You know it?
He understands the assignment.
You aced it.
We cool.
All right.
Very.
I'm fucking with you.
So anyway, next up.
Go ahead, King. What's your popsicle
Ash,
stick?
where the food at, man?
Your favorite time to have sex.
Every day, all day,
Morning.
whatever.
Your favorite time.
Morning.
Mine was morning.
Morning.
I like morning.
We do
I like
wake
nights
up
when
horny.
the kids are asleep.
Huh?
You do wake up horny.
Yeah, you do. I be horny as fuck.
Most
I wake up
guys.
Well, I'm
horny.
gonna
I can wake you up to some head.
But I've really been being really good. Like
Bitch, I do.
I've been,
Don't put me to turn
celebrating-
What, you headbutt the nigga? Get up, nigga.
Exactly.
Time to get this pussy.
I actually been celibate since September, so I've been really like.
Since your birthday?
Hold on.
Since your birthday. Nah, motherfucker. Over here
This
saying
nigga
add in.
You trying to make sure?
Right, because who was
When did
that?
y'all break up?
Huh?
When did y'all break up?
Who was that?
Right after September. Yeah.
That's good though. Absence is key.
Like I said, you a good one.
My man be too busy. He say too busy.
Let me tell you.
Everything.
Hold on, but let me just clarify something real quick. That situation was on one time only, and it was horrible. Horrible.
I'm sorry.
Like when I say horrible, like horrible.
All right, we gotta hit the
That's
ball one more
how-
time. We gotta hit the ball one more time.
That prank call was the best.
That shit was funny as shit.
What the-
You should got swollen. This big one be drawn.
How you feel about-
Oh, wait, you put that away. We already talked
Put
about
that
we
away.
gotta talk about that.
Yeah.
Put that away.
I don't.
You gotta answer the question though. Yeah, this question first.
It's just how many kids is too many.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you something. I did talk to somebody that had kids, and at first I always said I wanted kids. Until I met this guy, and he had
No.
he had a little girl, and I guess because I'm a hairdresser, he thought like, okay,
You
I
can
scored a
do
big
You can
one.
bond. Is it
Like
like?
I got a hairdresser. He's gonna do my daughter's hair,
Mhm.
and I was sitting there in the living room, and I was putting her ballies in, her little ball head.
And
stuff.
she was the skull Satan.
And I was like, this is not the life I want.
Oh,
Like, I do not want this life. Like,
Yo.
I don't want this. Like,
He
I seen the future already while I was putting them ballies in her head, and I was like, this is not for me. Like, this is not me.
That's funny as hell.
And I left, and I never came back.
Oh, wow.
Shit.
Wait, okay,
I know, he was like, what the
how
fuck
long
did you
was
do?
y'all dating before you did that?
Y'all ever see Poetic Justice?
Huh?
How long was y'all talking before that? Like, was that the first time you did her hair?
That was the first time I did her hair.
Oh, okay.
Like, that's why I thought it was awkward. Like, because normally you meet the kids like
had a whole
a
flash.
month or two after y'all, court.
Mhm.
Like, I met the child in like 2 weeks,
I know
Oh,
what she's
shit.
saying.
and it was like,
Throwing it in there.
yeah, and I was just like, no. So I'm not, like I tell people, like, I love kids, but I'm just not a kid person. So, like,
Funny.
I just don't want to deal with kids.
It's funny to me because you never see Poetic Justice?
What
Yeah.
about
The movie. So at the end of the movie, she was like, "You got kids?" And she was mad at him because he had kids or whatever. And then she was doing the little girl hair. So I'm imagining him doing the hair like, "No, fuck that shit." Like, I like Lucky, but no.
My lifestyle is not set up for kids. So.
Fuck no.
Right.
I don't actually do you want kids now.
I did want kids. I'm still kind of biased with it because I know my mom would like to see me. She would want some. She would want some. I'm thinking about it. I wait till I find out. Oh.
No, I think it's like,
That's a thing with the gay community because I look at a lot of older gay guys and I be thinking like and in my mentality I'm thinking like, okay, I know I'm gonna want kids later on because who's gonna take care of me if I get Alzheimer's or God forbid anything was to happen.
Right. Well, I have godkids and I have nieces and nephews, so they're like my kids. So
I feel like that too because I had nieces
I'm
and
about to
nephews.
get an uncle now.
I would want to see. I just know what type of person I am, so I know if I do have kids, that they will just be rotten.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
you
you get a
understand
nanny and
wrong.
stuff for your busy life.
My kids will be rotten. Definitely if I had a little girl. Oh man, she'd be just too rotten.
All right, we got 3 sticks left, y'all, and we gotta get out of here.
3
6.
Yeah, because me, Ashley.
We already did ours.
No, we're doing one more. Could you work
that's
at?
the last one.
No, it's not. Could you work at your partner's job? No, fuck you. Fuck both of y'all. Like, yeah, no, we collaborating. So, could you work at your partner's job? Fuck my partner.
Partner who? Like your significant other?
Yes.
What if they have a job?
Can you be unemployed with your?
That turns me off completely.
What? Don't have a job?
Just dating somebody that don't have income, like it turns me on the fact that you can be broke one day and by tomorrow we're good.
You like hustlers.
Like I like that. Like
Yes.
that just turns me on. Like I don't.
But can we talk about that in the gay community?
How's that work? Yeah, go ahead.
Because I feel like the gay
don't.
community now, everyone is broke. I'm not hold on. I'm about to
a lot of
let me
gays-
No,
clear
broke
it out.
ass up.
Let me clear it
I'm
out.
not
Let me
broke.
clear it out because y'all will roast me. I'm not saying everybody. I'm just saying like the majority ones that I've came up with, like they're literally asking for gas money or money.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, say it like that. Because I mean, when this pandemic hit, I asked for money and stuff like that. Because I lost so much. I lost my car, I lost my crib, so it was like I had to ask for money. But
you see what you said. You lost your what? You had a crib.
Right, and it made me humble. But a lot of motherfuckers just
You had a crib. You had something to lose.
to lose.
You can't lose something you ain't got.
Now that's definitely true.
Christian, everybody's extra and we turn it. So let's do one last one and we gotta get out of here.
All right.
Whatever. You know.
Kick out classroom.
What you talking about? Kick about the classroom? Oh, we up the classroom?
Oh, we got to kick him out the classroom.
What's that?
You about to say? Kick him out.
You never watched Smiling Out?
Well, that's the perfect thing to end it with.
That's perfect.
Let's
You
go.
think
That
good
is
ones,
perfect.
Christian? We're going to have you again.
She got to teach the LLC incorporation class.
And cook. No, you got to cook.
Oh, yeah, and the cook-off
So
between
kick about the
y'all two.
classroom is like a freestyle battle and you just gotta say
You
the
gotta
last thing the
rhyme.
person said. So if I said, I be getting money in the classroom, you gotta say, I be cooking
honey.
honey in the classroom. You just gotta
You
rhyme
got
with the
wrong
last
with
thing
whatever
the
they
person
say.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
So you gonna say it all. You
No,
gonna
no, alright. No, he picked it.
started
You
off.
gotta pick. He picked it.
Yeah.
He picked it.
I'm a
So you
loser.
can just say, I'm Christian Klein in the classroom. No
Oh,
matter.
okay.
Just rhyme to the beat.
Okay. Well, what it be?
Let me get it.
We got ads, we didn't get paid for it, so we our ice cream up.
Right, we get paid.
Yes. Follow Christian Klein, LLC. Like,
Corporate.
he's corporation now, yes.
I feel like I'm always in this.
Alright.
Oh, shit.
Hey. Hey. Yeah, you start with me, drop that. Go.
I'm Christian Klein in the classroom.
I'm looking hella fine.
We ain't got no time.
I'm trying to spend a dime.
I don't know.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Get
kick
her
her
out
out
the
the
classroom.
classroom.
Get her out the classroom. You could have said, trying to make you
There you
mine.
Alright. See you start over.
Yo. I make butter in the classroom.
I'm about to cut her in the classroom.
I'm a butterfly, flutter in the classroom.
I'm another butter in the class.
I'm getting cash.
Hey, I shake the head in the classroom.
No, think about the classroom.
They got a rhyme.
Y'all didn't tell me that.
All right. You gotta. I say you gotta rhyme.
What's the last word they said?
Oh, I didn't miss that.
Sorry.
Ash. She said cash or something.
All right, so look, we
I just thought I was rhyming.
All right, we
The
gonna
whole
run it
time
back.
I just was rhyming.
We gonna run it back and start with you and then go back around.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
To you and then back to him.
No, you gonna start in this round.
Yeah, you gotta think of
It's
saying.
him, you, me.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I said. Okay, go ahead.
That's what you said.
Alright, we didn't pick you out yet.
Well, I'm curling hair in the classroom.
I'm in the stairs.
I don't give a care.
But I'm doing hair in the classroom.
Oh, kick him out the classroom.
I said curling hair.
You can't say hair.
I said bear.
He said hair.
Oh yeah, you said I'm
You
doing
said
hair.
hair twice.
Yeah.
Twice.
You said curling hair.
You doing hair. You can't say hair twice.
That's 2 different things.
No, you said curling hair.
Hair's the last
The
word.
last
I'm
word.
doing
We didn't give him that. You can't say the same thing
You
twice.
can't say that. You said
It seems like they making rules up behind
no.
it.
We gotta drop the doing the closure next.
Alright, look. So you can't say the same thing twice. If somebody else said a word, you can't repeat that.
Even if you said it.
Okay,
Even
so
if
I
you
can't.
said
If I say a word, I can't use
If you
that
say
word.
hair, you can't come around and say hair again.
Okay.
Right. All
And
right.
then you can't. You gotta rhyme with the last word.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
All right. You start.
Alright.
I'm eating donuts in the classroom.
Kick me out of the classroom.
Oh, kick her out the classroom.
Kick her out the classroom.
Go ahead.
I'm about to go nuts.
What? I'm about to go nuts. Classroom.
Kick her out the classroom. I said I'm about to go nuts.
What did you say?
I'm about to go nuts.
What did you
What did
say?
you say?
I'm about to go nuts.
He said no.
I thought you said it go rhyme, but it gonna
It
rhyme.
can't be the
You
same
can't
thing.
be the
though.
same word.
This is out of whack.
Kick him out of the classroom.
Kick my ass out.
Hey, I'm always the one that know that stuff.
It's a sweet potato.
Yeah.
Yo.
Literally, you is always the last.
Yo, we had a great night tonight. I appreciate
Yes.
Christian Klein for coming through. We had a great time. This has been like one of the best episodes because we haven't been here for
We
2
haven't
weeks.
had a while. It's been 1 week. Oh,
Y'all don't count.
Yeah.
It's been 2 weeks for us.
Thanks.
Y'all had a
Hey, y'all ain't go because I would never mind.
We did not have a women's segment.
But yeah, this has been a great podcast. I'm glad you came. Tell everybody where to find you one more time.
Mm-hmm.
You guys can find me at www.christiankleinllc.com or Christian Klein LLC,
Corporation.
Instagram, Facebook, and Google.
He a big court now.
Yes, I really appreciate y'all coming through,
It's the
man.
Google for me.
Make that outro song.
Clear the air by Pyrex.
Hey, yo. We gonna see y'all next week. Who we got next week? Coming through?
Appreciate y'all for tuning in.
No, your
Oh,
Next
we
week.
got some shit coming.
Tune in next week, y'all. We have a. I ain't gonna tell y'all, but tune in.
It's gonna be lit.
Tune in next week. It's gonna definitely be lit.
It's gonna be lit. Chris, man. Thanks for coming through, man. I appreciate you,
Thank
bro.
you guys for having
See this? Thank you for showing up. Can't get on that. Fuck you. Yo, here's the crazy part. She used to sit next to me and we'd be fighting all the time, so.
They be punching each other.
God, no.
And then when I got my vaccine shot, he was saying
the arm. Oh, Lord.
Shit, Gino. It don't matter.
That's the arm, though. The arm becomes paralyzed.
it was hurting so bad. And then after talking about, mine saying hurt that bad. No, motherfucker, this shit hurt.
Yo, this is a great podcast, though.
I knew it.
I really appreciate you too, though.
I said we wasn't going to get to the question.
Gave me a lot of times I didn't know about it. Get a mash. Yeah, it'd be dope. Tina, where the food at? We hungry now, nigga. Me? Don't let your hate for me deprive me of my food. Oh, let it rock, man. Yo, let's start rocking, boy.
Instagram was not live.
All my niggas moving silent, so we deciding right around.
But don't Instagram time out after the number.
Yeah, it does.
If I got it,
She just said, she just showed the love love.
all my niggas moving silent,
They talk about
so we
it.
deciding right around. You know I'm right.
If it was, I would be very mad, 'cause we supposed to live today. We've been trying to get callers on the day.
Danielle said you would have been on her you would be on her mantle. That's funny.
She's an asshole.
For the she said she don't know about
But
the
yeah, we got
BBL,
a
but
darn shit. Fuck her.